Hello and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who, and hopefully you already are. Hello and welcome back to the channel, Dan. I hope you're having a better Sunday than Reviews. Me, as always, just lost in the final again. We completely bottle it every time we get to a final. My name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who, and hopefully you already. Hello and welcome back to the channel, Dan. I hope you're having a better Sunday than Reviews. Me, as always, just lost in the final again. We completely bottle it every. Okay, I had my own stream on in the background to make sure it was working. My bad. Hopefully everything is fine now. No horrible echo. I was actually having tech problems, so hopefully things survive this stream. We will find out. I'm basically just not having a good day is the point I was making. But it's fine. You guys can cheer me up to talk about some Marvel Legends. So we were live last weekend doing our predictions for the live stream that happened in the middle of the week. So today is, of course, the inevitable recap. We have obviously discussed this all week long. So hopefully you don't get too bored. But we've had some time to digest it now a little bit and to see what you guys think of the Marvel Legends stream. Yeah, the audio will sort itself out. I'm on a bit of delay from the chat, but it will sort itself out. I hear it in my headphones that I'm not wearing, but it's fine. It's fine. I told you. Great start, people. Great start. Chelsea lose the final, and I start with tech problems. Great. Do you know what? It's time to open the Koppelberg. That's what it's fucking time for. All right, there we go. Sunday afternoon. Koppelberg is open. We need some legends. Legends and liquor. That's right. I have Fly Man. The most sought after Marvel legend in history, is now in my collection. I do love these stupid little characters, by the way. So let me take a sip. Cheers to you. Cheers to you. There we go. There we go. All good. All good. Right. So a slightly smaller groups today, as again, when you do two Legends and Liquor back-to-back, people are busy. People can't be free every weekend. That's understandable. That's absolutely fine. But it's not going to stop me from keeping to the schedule. Basically, Amanda, we've got like a year shared calendar, so we can put on our calendar in the kitchen what she's up to, what I'm up to, and if we're doing anything together, so we can keep a schedule of things. So she went ahead and writ Legends and Liquor in every other week for the whole year. So if I'd changed the pattern, it would have messed up the whole year's worth of planning. So blame Amanda that I had to continue streaming this week to keep the pattern going. So that's exactly what we're doing today. So anyway, hopefully the audio has sorted itself out. Let me go to the housekeeping. First and foremost, Legend and Liquor is just a gimmick. You don't actually have to drink alcohol. Just bring your favourite drink, all right? Anything you want. It could be a milkshake, could be a glass of refreshing, hydrating water, or it could be a glass of vodka if your name is Rich M. Bring it and we can talk collectables, toys, and whatever the hell you want, as we usually do on Legend and Liquor. Go and check out all the long form content on the channel. Of course, me and Rich every single Thursday, but not this Thursday. No. You heard it here first. Since there is going to be a G.I. Joe live stream this very Thursday, it only makes sense to do a little cross-pollination, and this week's Thursday time slot is going to be Joe's and Juice, so we can recap all of the Joe news on the day it gets revealed rather than being a month behind like we sometimes are. So that's what's happening this week. Joe's and Juice returns after the G.I. Joe live stream on Thursday night. Same time as my usually stream, but instead of Rich, you'll see Tom and Mark, who you should see today on the stream. And then me and Tanner have got to sneak a little Turtles and Tea in. If football is cancelled this Tuesday, Tanner, then we can do a Turtles and Tea. But I'm unaware of what's going on in my football situation. But if I'm not playing football, we can go Tuesday Turtles and Tea if you're available. So lots of long form content on the channel, and I promise Dan Who Reviews will review something in 2024 eventually at some point. I'm sure I will, but right now it's Dan Who Live every other week. Go and just support the channel, contribute anything over £4 or $4. Not only do you get to contribute to the very stream with our Friday talking robot assistant reading out your super chat or your donation, you also support the channel. All right, keep the lights on in the Dan Who household. leaderboard. YouTube is a crazy thing, and your donations keep the channel growing, and so do the channel memberships. That's what Legends and Liquor is all about, people. Hit that join button, become a channel member, and you can be on the channel. Literally, it is as simple as that. I tell you all the time, you just watch every week. You just want to be on the channel, then become a channel member and get on a stream. Be a part of the community, talk some toys, some pickups, and that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to talk some pickups, recap the Marvel Legend news. Maybe because we've got smaller groups today, we can do some mini predictions for the Joe stream on Thursday. We could also just dive out of the Marvel world and talk about anything else in the toy game. It's a Sunday afternoon. Like, I'm chilling. Like, Amanda's not usually expecting me to be available till like 10 o'clock, so I'm good to go. So we can talk about whatever we want today. But I do have some interesting news. I'm just jumping on Twitter real quick to see if I can find that G.I. Joe stream that I was talking about. Hasbro Pulse, right? It'll be on there. Surely. I do think all the brands should have their own social media. But, right, here we go. Let me put that up there. Drag that over here. I've got so many screens up on me right now. There we go. And put that there. All right, let's put that there. Right, let me jump to this screen. Say hello to the chat for a second. So who's in the chat? All right, let me scroll up. Tat Quinn Comics says, greetings, Dan. Hope you and Rich are having a quintastic day. My friends, let's talk some toys. Yeah, Rich is always having a quintastic day when he doesn't have to indulge Legends and Liquor. So I'm sure he is off gallivanting, drinking, and having some fun. So shout out Rich if he ever watches the replay. Mark Rose, Tac, Damien, who me and Damien are doing some little wheeling and dealings I'll talk about in a minute. Dale is also here as well. Pixels on Plastic, who says he's a Liverpool fan, but I'm not happy about it. David, Evan and Smith, all three of them will be joining us today. Jim Ruby says, picking up the whole Zabu wave. I was hoping they would announce Avengers wave, but this was pretty solid wave. I'm also excited about the classic Baron Zemo. We shall discuss all today. Lady Mac says, happy Duck Fun Day all. Guess what, people? I have got the first duck table of season 3. I did it. I promised you I'd do it. And because Chelsea were playing so shit, I just came and did the duck table instead. So you're welcome. Little Leaf Creations, he says, yes, the Zabu wave is a decent one. I pre-ordered 3, hopefully to scoop the others up, maybe in a Hasbro sale. So I'm assuming he didn't order 3 complete waves and 3 of the figures in that wave. Wonder what 3 he pre-ordered. Let me know what 3, Pete. Let me know what 3 you went for. Adam's about as well. He says, evening all. Hobby. Craig is here as well. Jamie Gitcher, the Quack Commissioner, Collecting Rush. Paul McCarthy says, evening Who crew. First watch in the new house while attempting to get my figures all on the display in the cabinet. Rum and Coke incoming, methinks. Looking forward to it. Yes, my friend. So are you displaying like in the living room? Like, whereabouts does Lady Mac let you display in the house? Like, my missus, I have this room. That's it. I have this room and then a mess in the attic. The attic I don't count because I cannot display in the way I want to. It's just storage. This is the display room, but I don't have figures anywhere else in the house. Does your partner let you display in the front room? Like, do you have a dedicated space? I'm curious. I'm always curious what people's rules are when it comes to displaying. Hugo's about. Jay's Toy Collection UK, who I believe is crafting away right now with some Spider-Man goodness. Cam says, I heard Pal 3 times. Yeah, that was the replay. My bad. Right, okay. Who else we got? Justin's here. Shane Shooter. California Red Devil says he's not here. Good, because he's probably going to warm me up about Chelsea. Tyler says hello. Another Justin says, getting mad Toy Biz vibes from the Zabu wave. Very interesting. And Owen's in the chat as well. Says, been a minute. I've been here live. Happy to hear. Yes, Owen. How are you doing, my friend? You're always welcome when you are available. Right. As I said, I have a duck table leaderboard, didn't I? I did promise you it. Do you just want to see it? Let me get some duck emojis in the chat. Let's see if anyone actually gives a shit about this duck table leaderboard. So, as you know, we have started off 2024 strong with a new season of the Duck Racing Championship. Currently, the trophy is this, that Greg Finstad clearly doesn't want. He is our current champion. And the former champion, Jamie Gitchard, is now our Quack Commissioner, who every single week will give us some new rules, which I haven't spoke to him this week. So the floor is his, what he wants to do. But there you go. So that is what you're playing for. Plus, I will give you some monetary money as well, but only once you get this, all right? This comes with monetary gain to buy whatever the hell you want. So Greg Finstad, hit me bloody up. He still hasn't, people. So I don't believe he's real. I need his address. I need your address. Anyway, there you go. Some duck emojis in the chat. Let me give you this table. Who do we think's in the lead? There's someone in the chat chatting away right now who is in the lead. And if you've been paying attention, you would have noticed he's been gaining points. He's in the lead by a good 4 points. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. All right, I won't make you wait any longer. Let's have a look, shall we? Right. That is your very first duck leaderboard for 2024. Now, of course, the season will continue until the very last stream of 2024. So you've got until December. So this is still early game, all right, people? This is early game, but it's nice to just get an early lead and let everyone else chase you. It's a good way to start off. And our good friend Pete, Little Leaf Creations, has been creeping along, gaining some points, and he has a solid 16 points at the start of the season, followed by Classic Spidey, who has got himself a win and also some more points, and then Dominique with 10, and then Drew Tag. I think he was the person who finished in 13th place with lucky number 13. We did the flip reverse on the unlucky 13, and the 13th place actually got some points. Then I am TJ Williams, Queen V, which is of course Pixels and Plastic, better half. I'm glad she has some points and not Will. Now I know he's a Liverpool fan. Tech and Collect, 10 points as well, and then followed by Derek Soley on 9, and then Figures and Vinyl, which is Stu, who hopefully is watching on the replay, 8 points with Keith T. So I'll just scroll a little bit. There's only one person on minus points, and you can blame the Undertaker for that one. There we go. There's Christopher Allen's in the mix as well. There's Paul McCartney's got some points on the board, same as Phil Jones, as he always does with his 10 accounts. Bring Toys to Work's got some points. Daniel S. I'm scrolling. Mark Tat's got points on the board. Cloud Foxwell, and there you go. Tanner currently the only person on minus 3 points, as last week he went 1-on-1 with the Undertaker and lost, of course. So the Undertaker's streak is going to continue. But yeah, Tanner's on minus 3. Everyone else, that's who's got some points on the board. So yeah, the person to chase currently is Little Leaf Creations. And you'll notice on the leaderboard currently, no Greg Finstad, no current champion has got any points so far. No Jamie, another former champion, no points so far. Other big names are like Cheeky Monkey Kiara, no points so far this year. But who else usually got some points? Who are the big contenders? I know California Red Devil, Shelly was really good as well, and she's been training her duck. So again, we're still early in the year. A win will take you up straight up there. So there you go. This is your current leaderboard for season 3. Remember, people, just to give you that incentive, you're playing for the trophy. The quack commissioner will set the rules later today, but we are racing ducks later today. That is what you're going to get. And prize. I will give you some prize money as well to buy something else you desire. Okay, so let me start with my pickup. So we've got 2 groups of 4 this week. So much smaller groups, which is fine because it gives us room for a longer conversation and we can dive a little bit deeper in the world of toys. So the groups are, if I've written my list correctly, Rush is jumping to group 2. So yeah, so we have Tom, Mark, Tanner, and David, Evan, and Smith. So David is at least helping us spruce up the numbers a little bit. And then Jamie, Craig, Rush, and Alexi in group 2. So of course we're going to do pickups, we're going to do Marvel Legends recap, and then if anyone wants to discuss anything else in the world of toy news, I'll put it as an open forum. We're going to have some time to do that today. So yeah, G.I. Joe, we can talk about that live stream coming up. I know there's been some Mondo news. I think Mezco also had like a Mezco festival. I don't know what it was, but there was some Mezco reveals. Someone who collects Mezco can clearly tell me in more detail because I cannot help on that regard. But yeah, let's discuss the world of toys, race some ducks, have a drink. Just put me on in the background. Hopefully my voice isn't too annoying, and let's talk some toys. So I'll do my pickups first. So if Group 1 want to send me some fresh DMs, I'll get you in. But I do want to ramble just for 5 minutes first about my pickups, and then I'll get you guys in. As I have started a new adventure, which I think this is probably a bad idea, but I'll discuss. Let me just take a sip. Delicious. Right. Okay, pickups. First and foremost, I already showed you off Flyman at the start of the video because that is right. I actually went back and got myself the Spider-Man Amazon Villains 5-pack. Now, don't get me wrong, I like adding unique characters to my collection, alright? Like if there was an opportunity to add a brand new character to my shelf, I would want it. And this set actually has 4 characters we did not have. We had a Silvermane head on a remote control car, but this gave him an actual official body. We got the Human Fly, Well, I keep calling Fly Man, but it's the Human Fly. Then we got Molten Man and Marvel's Razorback, which I know is Robo's favourite. And then we got the Ultimate Spider-Man, little bit purplish, little sheen to it. So 4 characters there that, yes, are Z-lid characters, but still unique characters to add to the collection. So I didn't want to pay what Amazon wanted it originally, but it went on sale for like virtually half price on Zavvi UK. So if you're after this set, it's on Zavvi UK for 50 quid. You put your Klarna to that, and then you hardly feel like you're paying for it. So there you go. That's how I got mine. Zavvi UK, £50, and I feel much better. That's £10 a pop for a figure, which I think is fair game. So I think these sets would sell like hotcakes if that was the original price of these sets, because there's no doubt in the plastic-free era this was decent artwork, decent packaging, but there's no real draw to this set unless you're like a completionist or like crazy characters. But anyway, I went back, I got it. The only box set I'm now missing in the current climate is the West Coast Avengers set. I reviewed Rich's on the channel, thank you Rich, but that did make me actually want to get that set now. Like we get an updated Tigra for those who don't know, Mockingbird of Gual, we needed her, Hank Pym in the jumpsuit, which we're going to see again as a Savage Land Professor X, that's sort of guaranteed. So anyway, I got that. And then for my Turtles friends out there, I know nobody pays full price for Super 7 anymore. That's like the general consensus because they always go on sale. But I just couldn't help myself. I've seen the opportunity to buy this from Props and Replicas, and this is the first full price Super 7 Turtle I have brought since maybe their Wave 1. So forgive me, all right? Forgive me for not sending the right message to the Super 7, but I can't help myself because it is, of course, Slam Dunkin' Donnie. It's Donatello. I had to, didn't I? I had to. So yeah, this is the first full price Super 7 I've brought in a long time. I do like Super 7 stuff. I do like their Turtle line. Like, I just don't like the price point, but I do like the figures, and I think I'm all in so far apart from the latest wave, so I will go back and get Scumbug and whatnot, but for now this will do me nicely. Didn't want to miss out on Donnie. We now have variants of all of the Turtles. I know Punk Donnie was meant to come first, but we've got Slam Dunkin' Donnie because the sort of schedule got moved around. So we have, what do we have? We have Samurai Leo, we have the Surfer Mike, we have the Space Raph, and now we have Slam Dunkin' Donnie. So we now officially have a set of the variant Turtles from Super 7. And yeah, Slam Dunkin' Donnie looks really, really good. So I don't usually do reviews of Super 7 on the channel, but this is still relevant. So if anyone would like to see a review, this could be my first review of 2024. If you wanted it, just let me know, and maybe I will. But there you go, Slam Dunkin' Donnie. So there's a couple of little pickups, but I have mentioned I started a new adventure. Now you'll notice to me here, I have a whole wall full of Spider-Man retro cards. Let me get the camera out so you can see what's going on, right? So, a whole wall of Spider-Man retro cards from the top all the way to the bottom. There are 28 cards. Now, ignore the big turtle layer in the way, but I promise you they go all the way to the bottom. I've even had to start putting them on that side of the wall as well, because we now have technically 30 plus the 2 that got revealed this week. We have 32 with the deluxe ones that are down there. I need to find a place for them. But anyway, lots of retro stuff, right? And they are a tribute of the Toy Biz packaging from the 90s. That's what I collected as a kid. That's why they're so nostalgic to me. So I thought to myself, surely I need a bit of the classic, a bit of the original to accompany, to complement this retro collection I have. Do you know what I mean? Like, I felt like I needed it. And I don't know why I've held out on it for so long, considering they were released 30 years ago. Literally 1994 onwards, these came out. So this is a collection 30 years I'm too late for. But I've decided I'm going to do it anyway. So let me jump to my... So I've tried to set myself some rules, as collectors we do. Okay? So this is the little rule I've made. Okay? So I want to go back and get the Toy Biz 90s Spider-Man figures. Mint on card, right? I know it's hard to get good condition cards considering their age, but they are out there, okay? So I don't want to break the bank on this. I'm not in a race to get these, but I do want to get a couple to sort of complement the figures we have on the wall, okay? So again, this is just a selfish little collection for myself, not for resale, just for me to go, do you know what? I've got the remake, I've got the tributes in the modern era. Let me go back and get some of the classic figures as well, because I do have lots of retro original figures. Like this week, I made sure I went back and got some of them. So I still go back and get some classic stuff. So this is the rule I've set myself, okay? So you let me know if you think this is going to be easy or not. So got Peter Parker, okay? Peter Parker is, here's the OG. The OG, that animated series, Peter Parker, will forever be the Peter Parker in my head. So if you get a Peter Parker, you need a Spider-Man. Now, there was a superposable Spider-Man. They released multiple versions. There was one with a web. There was one with wings. There's a Spider-Sense version, obviously the black suit. But I need the OG again. I need the superposable Spider-Man. That's also the caption they used on the Marvel Legends re-release the first time round, is the superposable action, the retro body without the pin, well, yeah, with the pins, unfortunately. But anyway, that's what they took the inspiration from. So I want that. And then, of course, I'll go for Venom as well, because obviously you need the counterparties in the intro of the show. And then, what's the connection between the other 6 at the bottom? Can anyone get some brownie points and let me know in the chat? Anybody, what's the connection between those 6 characters at the bottom? Dr. Octopus, Scorpion, Shocker, Rhino, our friend Chameleon, and Mysterio. What's the connection between those 6 characters? Why do I want those 6? Those 6 iconic villains that I was first introduced to via that animated series. That is they'll forever be my mind's eye of the characters as well. And we technically have, how many of them do we have on retro card? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're yet to get Doc Ock on the retro card. Well, of course, we got him in the VHS line. And we're yet to get Chameleon. Damn Chameleon. He will happen one day. He's probably going to be on the VHS as well, annoyingly. But that's the sort of set I want to complete. Yes, of course, it is the Sinister 6. You know exactly what I'm talking about. They are the Sinister 6 members from the animated series. So I want them all on retro card. So I've started my journey. I did it. I actually went, fuck it. Let's put some money where my mouth is and actually start this journey. Let's not mess around and start off hot. Okay? So I've ticked a couple off and a few have started to arrive. Okay? They have started to arrive. Let me show them off. They are here. I've got them. Okay? Really nice cards as well, considering their age. Look at that. I have Peter Parker and the superposable Spider-Man. What a way to start off this collection. Look at these cards, by the way. Look how nice. This is the superposable Spider-Man, the same one, the same sort of design and name that they took for the Marvel Legends. So it's the perfect complementary piece. It's mint on card. Look at that. Nice sturdy card. Nice condition. Not much rippage or a bending around the corners. A great condition card for its age. The bubbles on nice and like it's just for its age. I'm very happy I've got it in this condition. I'm straight away getting a protector. I've already ordered a protector for this so I can keep this minty and look after it. But I've started off hot with Spider-Man, and of course I've got Peter Parker as well. Now I still hope that Marvel Legends give us the sort of VHS Peter Parker in his polo shirt on this card. But I now have this anyway. So again, great condition card for the age. Again, little bit of bendage on that corner, but nothing really for its age. Just a little bit of shelf wear, really. But look at that, straight, no, like solid cards. And with that Peter, of course, you got the camera accessory. Again, that's what the original Marvel Legend did. We got Peter Parker in Wave 1. He came with the alternative head. Now, he didn't have the likeness to the animated show. Only the VHS has that. But he did come with the camera, has the same caption. So I've started off hot with these. I had these as a kid, and I had most of the Sinister 6 as a kid, but not them all. So I'm hoping now as an adult I can backtrack. And I'm going to keep these on card for my own personal collection. I don't know if they will ever make it to the wall. Maybe I'll hide them in a vault or in a locker safe or something. I don't know. But I plan to keep these forever and a day to complement the Spider-Man retro collection I have with Marvel Legends. All right, that's what it's all about. This is where the nostalgia began. This is what those Marvel Legend toys are a tribute to. The packaging design by Harry Moore is a beautiful tribute. Again, they complement it so well. So I have started off hot. Peter Parker and Spider-Man on these cards. So nice. I'm careful. I don't really breathe near them because they're so good condition for their age. So I've ordered a couple more. I've managed to pluck a couple more. I think me and Damien in the chat are doing a nice little trade, as Damien has Mysterio mint on card. He remembers buying in San Francisco, I think he told me. So I think Damien has got Mysterio. Me and him are going to do a little trade for. And then, of course, I need to start tracking down the rest of the Sinister 6. So that's what I'm going to get. But yeah, they are going to complement the collection, the tribute Marvel Legends that I currently have. So that is the adventure I have started. So yeah, again, it won't be a cheap one to get them in the condition I want. But I will be very happy once I complete that mission. All right. So if anyone out there in the US can help me, because I know these are more available in the US than they are in the UK. Of course, we've got a toy fair in NEC in Birmingham in April. So of course I'll be going to that and using opportunities like that to have a look out. But if you're in the US and you have a local corner toy shop, whatever it may be, comic shop that styles a few retro goodies, have a little look out for these for me. Hit me up on the DMs. All right, and again, not asking for any gifts here. I can send you some cash from Moolah to help make me get this collection complete. All right, let's see if the community can help me finish this nice little section. And then if I can get these done in a decent amount of time, maybe I'll track back and get like anyone else we also have on the Marvel Legends retro card, so we can have the pairing. Maybe. I know. I need to just. There's not been enough Marvel Legends released at the start of this year, so I'm diving into these other directions, and I need to just hold my breath, because I know we've got the Wolverine sets incoming, we've got the next Avengers wave, etc. So I need to hold my breath. Compulsive Collector, thank you very much for the channel membership token. I appreciate that. He says, here I was thinking the new adventure was going to be the start of your new Hot Toys collection. Dang it. Look, Hot Toys I still want. I have this Power Ranger from, this isn't a hot toy, but it's the closest thing I have to it. This is, I need to put it this side, don't I? This is the 3-0 Black Ranger with the Dragon Shield. I always loved this. Black Ranger was my favourite, and the Dragon Shield just made him super cool. He wore it for like a tiny bit of an episode, but I still love this character design. So this was my first like 1/12 scale figure. You know I've got the turtles up top. You know I'm changing the scale rules. I've got the turtles up top, the quarter scale turtles. So my rules are changing, and a Hot Toys in 2024 is definitely on the cards. I told you, it'll probably be an MCU one, but a Hot Toy is definitely on the cards for 2024. So yes, still on the table. Still on the table, John, don't you worry. Probably won't be Star Wars, I know that's what you'd prefer, but it will be something. I need to go and visit Jay. I'm going to visit Jay's Toy Collection UK at some point this year. And I'm going to visit his toy museum, and I'm sure it would inspire me to get some Hot Toys once I start seeing some in person, in the flesh. Right, let me get these links out to Group 1. Hopefully they sent me some fresh DMs. I'm sure they did. They're good people. There you go, Group 1. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, Group 1 links have been sent. If you're in Group 1, check your Instagram. You've got the link for the Zoom call. Come on in and tell me if this Spider-Man journey is a good one or a bad one. It'll be fun, right? It'll be fun. Surely it's meant to be fun, right? Collecting's meant to be fun. Let me take a sip. Cute Court says, I will check the local Piggy Wiggy for dead stock. Oh, please do. Everybody check your local Piggy Wiggies, all right? That's the first rule of collecting. Check the local Piggy Wiggy. Okay. Eddie says, I've got you as well. All right, I appreciate that. I know they're more available in the US than they are in the UK. The UK don't really have, unfortunately, we don't really have a lot of retro toy places, and if they are, they're like 3 miles away, 3 hours in a car away from me, which a 6-hour round trip just to browse in a retro section, and when they might not have something, isn't always going to be fun. So yeah, let me know, people. Right, I've got some people in the green room. Let me get them in. Oh, I need my headphones for this, don't I? Okay, headphones on. Now I can hear people. Can't hear myself though, but it's fine. Right, let me get these in. Right, let me bounce to the Zoom call. Let's see if they're all here. There you go. Look at that. We've got 5 gorgeous faces in the chat. Right, starting off. Right, he's on mute, so I'll just give him the heads up to get off mute, because I'm going to go to Mark Tat Tat. Mark Tat Tat, how you doing?
I'm good, Dan. Thanks for that heads up. I nearly did it again.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah. Right, and then we've got Tom. Tom, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks, mate.
All good. Then we've got David, Evan, and Smith. All 3 of you's here. The other 2 have popped to the toilet. How you doing, David?
Good, blessed, feeling blessed. Thank you again for still doing Dan Whore Views for another year, and I'm grateful to be numbered amongst 3 of your whores.
Yeah, 3 of my whores. I wish I had 3 whores. But no, you are always welcome. Always welcome. Amongst some of the UK guys today, as underneath you, we got Jay's Toy Collection UK. Jay, I thought you would be resting today. I thought you were having this week off.
I was resting, but Cheeky Monkey has now decided to go and watch Saturday Night Takeaway with Ant and Dec, and you started talking Spider-Man the animated series, so it was far too on point. I was like, I'm going to go, I'm going to join.
Oh, okay, I appreciate it. What do you think? A good idea, bad idea?
Fantastic idea. And yes, I was feeling crafty. and I've not got there yet, but we are. I am.
Hang on, let me go full screen for this because
Oh,
I'm
that's
very,
good.
I'm very impressed with this. So
I'm starting. So I've got the foam board back.
That is very impressive, Jay. Very impressive.
Behind me, making room for the Mondo Spidey. We will have one of those, and each Mondo section. So I've got 2 for X-Men, 1 for Batman to try and make. So I thought, right, we're gonna go full on display here and enable you in full Mondo goodness.
Honestly, I'm coming around. I'm coming around soon. Next Sunday, what are you doing next Sunday? I'm not doing Legend of the Liquor, maybe. I'll pop round. Right, next to you, we've got Tanner. Tanner, how you doing?
Yeah, good. Can't complain. I got my cat next to me watching TV. She's rather engrossed.
What's she watching?
She's watching mice,
Oh,
and
okay.
she's rather interested by it. So, yeah, she's very interested trying to hunt the mice. So there's that.
My dog doesn't watch TV. Like I can put anything on TV, and he won't even look at it. Like it acts like it doesn't exist. It's like weird. I can put cats on the TV or anything, and he'll just look the opposite direction. I hover him in front of it and go, "Look, cats!" And they just look around like, "What are you talking about?" I can't.
You
TVs
know what?
are invisible.
Normally, mine is like this normally, but I found like a YouTube channel that puts on TV for cats. So I'll put on birds. She wasn't too
Am I
bothered.
missing a trick
The
here?
only one
How many
she
views has that
reacted-
video got as well? Let's be serious. How many views is that video? You're
Let's
watching
take
got?
a look.
I'm
Let's
in the wrong
take a
game.
look.
I'm
So,
in the wrong game.
26 million views.
Fucking hell! Right, lads, I'm going full on cat mode. Right, sorry, I'm changing the stream. All right, what do
Yeah.
cats like? A mouse? I'll be a mouse for a little bit. Oh,
Yeah.
the cat watching me now? Is the cat watching me? Come on, get those views coming in. Fucking hell! Why am I reviewing toys? I could just be.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go out in the street and find a mouse or something. Fucking hell! All right, let's continue talking toys anyway. That's made me depressed. 6 million for a fucking mouse. Right, Mark Tat, bring me home. What toys have you got this week? It's only been a week since the last Legend of the Liquor, so I'm not expecting much. But if you've got something, please shout off.
Well, you're right, Dan. I haven't got much. Yeah, not much this week. So, General Hawk from I think I got it whole shebang. Yeah, whole shebang. General Hawk. So him and Nunchuck. I really like Nunchuck. Actually, I must say, Nunchuck's really good. I think a Star Action Figures I got him from before the sale. But of course, they got their sale on at the minute, so I picked up another to make a custom out of. That is my lot, Dan.
Yeah, Star Action Figures in the UK currently have 25% off all of their G.I. Joe stock, and they have 50% off their Power Ranger stock as well. So they are clearly getting rid of some of those Hasbro brands that Hasbro don't seem to want to get behind for the independents, at least anyway. So yeah, go and check out Star Action Figures to get yourself a bargain. What about you, Tom? What you got this week?
I got General Hawk from the whole shebang as well.
Very nice. So is that a pre-order that's... Where did I get? I got mine from the whole shebang as well. So why did it take you guys so long?
I think you got the first batch, and then we probably got in later. Because I ordered them a bit before Christmas.
Very nice. Do you like him?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's nice. He's going to look good on the shelf.
Are you going to customize them in any way? You like to tweak them occasionally, don't you?
Other than that, he's good.
All right, cool.
And then I opened Mezco Spider-Man. It's a bit of a mixed bag, but a lot of people are complaining about the head size. I think the light up head is quite big, but the other heads aren't too bad. I haven't got them on the figure.
So the eyes light up, the white bits of the eyes.
So at the moment, I've got the Marvel Legends Renew Your Vows Peter Parker head on it. So I'm doing some
I love
photos
that
of
you
him
can hold a
yesterday.
mask. That is such a little detail that Legends will not give us. I want to be able to hold a mask for an unmasked Peter Parker.
And there's a guy on Etsy who does hands holding the mask.
But I don't want to paint. I ain't got any painting skills. I want to buy...
No, he does them painted as well.
Oh, okay, that's tempting.
And I don't think they're too expensive, maybe like 12 quid.
Link me up.
I will. But yeah, and the unmasked head on that is not nice. The body's great, but he hasn't got toe articulation, which I think if you can do a Spider-Man figure nowadays, they need toe articulation, especially for the price for Mezco. So he's cool, but he's not brilliant. He's kind of okay. And then last of all is this guy. It's Mafex Mando 2.0, who is phenomenal. I wasn't even going to get a new Mando. I was kind of happy with the very old Black Series release. And then I saw the Black Series release was getting really good reviews, and I was thinking about getting that, the new one. And I had something in my Hobby Link Japan in my whatever they call it, pile of loot, whatever they call it. So this guy, I had to ship that, and I thought if I get him, then he's a reasonable price because I've already got to pay shipping anyway. So, but he's highly recommended. He comes with tons of stuff. He's got Grogu in a bag.
Is that potentially the best Mando with the Beskar armor?
I reckon. I mean, I haven't played with the Black Series one, so that one. A lot of people love that one.
But this has got so many more extras. It's got wires in the cape, right?
He's got wires in the cape.
Yeah,
he's got removable jetpack. He's got the dark saber. He's got 2 of these rifles. One that you can fit onto him that kind of fits onto his back, and one that he can hold.
Does he come with the big pole, the Beskar pole?
Comes with the big Beskar pole as well, which can clip onto the side of his jetpack, so you can have that like attached there.
Nice.
And then he's got all these cool effects as well that clip into his arm. They can have more flames or whistling birds.
Yeah, I do like those flame effects. Yeah, they look good as well. Yeah,
so he's got everything. If you want a good Mando, he's amazing, and he moves nicely.
Yeah, that gives you better options than the Black Series. The Black Series just doesn't come with that amount of accessories for display options, so he looks very good, especially with the bench.
I think he was because I already had to pay the postage, and he was only about £15 more than that.
Yeah. Makes sense. Very nice, very nice. David Evans Smith, my friend, what about yourself? What you been buying?
Well, Tom, really, really nice big poll.
He's a big fan of polls.
Fantastic. Wait, so what round do we do the Madam Web reviews of the movie?
You can do it right now if you want to. Fuck it, go for it.
Well, no, I want everybody else to be able to talk.
No one
about
else has seen it. No one else has seen it.
What?
Right, genuine. Hands up in this chat if you've seen Madam Web. There you go, David. Like only you. So you give us your review here. Right? That's why Richard doesn't like us anymore.
Marvel fans. Wow.
We don't count it. We're the real Marvel fans that don't count Madam Web as an actual existence thing. We're the people doing the work. Pretending
but Dan, you're a public figure. You're a public figure. You have a responsibility
to tell people not to see that film. Yeah? No,
yes, to see that film and every film and participate in the public discourse about what Marvel's doing right now.
David Evans Smith, you are on my public domain. You are welcome to tell people anything you want. What do you think? The floor is yours.
No, I'm not going to talk about it.
Well, now I want to know. Now I'm intrigued.
Well, all right. So, long story short, I'm not going to go in. I recapped the entire movie for my roommate, who has refused to see it as well.
But he still doesn't want to see it.
Well, he said he'd watch it. Like, I'm going to buy it on disc when it comes out, and he'll watch it with me on that. Because I just have to own everything that they do.
Like
but I think
Orange just force people to watch it. Like, you will watch Madam Web.
Damn right. Well, but I feel like it was a big missed opportunity movie. There was like if they treated it as if this was the future of a franchise, they could have built more into it to make it kind of a generational, like I'm the guardian of future spider heroes.
Okay.
Because it starts in 1973 when Madam Web is born, and then it flashes to 2003 when the Spider Girls are introduced, and then there's a character that's born in the movie in 2003 that is the foundation of the whole franchise. So I don't want to spoil too much because you guys are all going to go see it, but yeah, they could have built more into it. Anyway, I'm not going to go into it too much, but I wasn't on last week, but I have not really gotten a lot of stuff. Still slow with the Marvel Legends.
It is, yeah.
I'm excited that X-Men 97 Wave 2, the release date has been bumped up. So March 4th, it's supposed to be shipping. So I should have them before the cartoon comes on.
People are getting them in hand now as well in the US. So yeah, you should have them very soon. Hopefully by the next Legend of the Liquor, you'll probably have them in hand.
Yeah, I'm getting mixed messages about street dates. Like GameStop apparently has put them out, but they're street dated for the 1st.
Amazon,
so you might not.
A couple on Amazon have the ship date of the 26th as well.
Oh, well, maybe I need to order them on Amazon and cancel my Hasbro Pulse and get them sooner.
Look, yeah.
And yeah, Target, I think, has been getting them in certain stores. So Be on the lookout. I'm excited for that. I did buy more of the figures of the line I don't collect. So, Sir Captain Carrot is destined for the Who Crew, I think.
He doesn't look like a real DC character, does he? But it's crazy.
Yeah.
He does have Who Crew potential. He does.
It's so detailed. Like there's texture all over him.
Is he like a supervillain? Is he like he could be White Rabbit's like I don't know, boss? Maybe White Rabbit works for Captain Carrot and he's like an evil supervillain.
He looks very sinister, but like in the comics, I think he's a hero, and he's in charge of the Zoo Crew, which sounds very similar to the Who Crew.
I'm getting my lawyers on this. What's going on?
Yeah, I'm just saying. So, but he's got articulated ears and like carrot details all over his costume. He's just great. Everybody needs to buy this. Whether you endorse McFarlane, whether you like DC, just get Captain Carrot because he's freaking amazing. And then a long time ago, I bought Alice in Wonderland from Super 7.
I have it.
So I need to get the Queen of Hearts because that's a super detailed figure. Great, amazing, expressive, 3 different heads. And we all love the head in any quantity. So had to pick up this. But yeah, it's been kind of slow. I haven't got a lot of
the Mad Hatter as well.
No, but I feel like these are all like a generalized price, and Mad Hatter is such a tiny figure that I don't see the same value in it.
I agree.
I agree. I think it comes with the little 3-spout teacup, teapot.
Teapots,
yeah, but I don't know how much is built into that set to make it worth the same price as like Queen of Hearts, which fills the whole box, or Alice, who's the main character. So I'm kind of holding off on Mad Hatter, but those two, I think I'm good, from a balance perspective for that movie.
Super 7, like, they're obviously moving away from their Disney properties, and it is a shame because those Ultimate lines had so much potential, like making Disney characters Ultimate figures, but their assortments were so random. There was just it never really grabbed anybody because it's like one character from here, one character from there, and no one's really building a collection as such. They're just building random pieces. So
but it's kind of the Marvel Legends format of like not doing a complete team.
Yeah, I agree, but they need to start hot. They need to start, at least the Legends occasionally do a box set with a team, or they do themed waves at least, where they didn't really do any themedness until the lines got cancelled. Like they could have.
And the price scale is very different.
Exactly.
Yeah, you'd want to be able to complete it quicker with the money you're investing, for sure.
Me and Jay are just sad that the Disney relationship ended because the Simpsons Ultimates started off hot, to be fair. Apart from missing Moe's apron, the figures were really good. Again, we wish they were cheaper. Of course we do. I don't agree with the price point, but the figures themselves were very good. So, yeah.
Do you get a Homer from that line?
Which one?
Did they have a basic Homer?
No, they didn't do any. None of them are basic. They were going to. Wave 5 was going to be the start of the basic family, and that's where it's got cancelled. So there's only 4 waves, and none of them have the basic figures. You got Deep Space Homer.
Space Homer, that's it. Yeah. That's it for Homer so far.
And then you do get another Homer. You do get Moo Moo Homer in Wave 4. You get Bartman in one of the waves as well. But yeah, you don't get Lisa, Maggie, Marge in any incarnation. So
maybe I should get Space Homer and put him in my cosmic shelf.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, a little multiversal came in the background. Yeah,
that's a thought. But yeah, that's about all I've done. Picked up. It's been customizing, randomness, and just filling my time until these toys come out. Yeah. Hopefully, Wolverine sets soon.
Yeah, very soon. Very soon. March is literally next week, isn't it? So when is the 1st? It's a leap year, isn't it? So we get an extra day in February this year. People are making me panic that Amanda's going to propose. I'm like, oh shit, I'm leaving the house on the 29th. I'm in the office that day. I'll be there all fucking day as well. Working till midnight, love. Sorry about that. Right, yeah, the 1st is Friday, so March is next week. So yeah, those figures are arriving in March for sure. Jay, what about yourself? Anything arrived this week?
Well, I do have a few, but you've just made me realise that I've been engaged now then for 4 years. Bloody hell, I get on with that wedding. Because she proposed, the last leap year. So it's been.
See, it happens. The girls do propose on a leap year. See,
if you get married on the 29th, then you only have to celebrate your anniversary every 4 years too.
That's true. We've already been together. We've already been together. Like this year, we celebrate our 19th year together, which is crazy. But like, I just don't want to pay. Like, I told Amanda, I'm not scared of marriage. I just don't want to pay for a bloody wedding. That's all it is. If we can get married tomorrow and sign a piece of paper, done, dusted, not bothered. But I'm not paying 15 grand to do a wedding. I've got a collection room on a build, all right? Give me 15 grand for
Aren't
that.
our parents supposed to pay for the wedding?
Yeah, none of our parents have any money, to be fair. Like, my parents have got none, their parents have got none. Those traditions are long gone. Right.
Would your registry be at like Kapow Toys or something?
No way. Amanda would want an extravagant. Amanda would want a fairy. She'd want to be a princess in a castle. Like the top of a wedding Amanda would want. We're talking money that I'm never going to have in my lifetime. So it's like, it's just easier to not get married, all right? It's just easier. Anyway, moving on from the fucking marriage talk. It's fucking leap year. Fucking hell. Jay, save me. Show me some toys.
Show you some toys, right? I've got one of each scale to show you. I think this week is all that's come in. So I do have that 5-pack that you've got. So Zavi came through with a £50 5-pack of
Who's
villains.
your
So that
favourite
was
in the 5-pack?
It's in the box still, but I think it will be the Human Fly is the one I was most excited about. I think from the set.
Massive, much bigger than I expected. He's a beastie boy. So you'll
He
like
does
him
look
as
it,
well.
doesn't
You will like him.
Yeah, so I thought I can't beat that for random Spidey villains for a tenner. So my first pickup's actually to say craft foam. So I've gone I spent £12 on craft foam, 24 sheets of craft foam.
That's
ladies
a top
and
10 pickup on Legend of Liquor. That is a craft foam.
Goes with Cheeky Kiara's broccoli the other day. So right, here we go then. Let's go to smallest scale to biggest. So 3 3/4. We have Judge Anderson here from the Judge Dredd line. It's a deluxe version with all the sort of evil judges. It's quite hard to not get any reflection on this from the lights, but it's a cool little pack for the Judge Dredd line from Higher Toys. So they are going 6-inch with these soon, but I went for the 3 3/4 just because army building was a bit sort of, or world building, I should say, was a bit easier in that scale because they're going to be like £100 figures in the 6-inch.
You've got a whole shelf now. I've seen your picture on the Legends group.
Yeah, I think she's pretty much the one of the second to last one I think I kind of needed for there. So that's coming on nicely. Going over to the 6-inch then, I have a soggy figure, ladies and gentlemen. A soggy figure. Very, very soggy.
Oh, I should have done this.
It's Soggy Savanti. So from Kapow Toys then, he was flood damage. So they had a bit of a flood, unfortunately. So he is a water damaged Savanti, nice and soggy. And to be fair, he's not really that damaged at all. There's just a few bits of like watermarks on the packaging that's going in the bin anyway. So for £16, when I had this sort of potentially on pre-order and I cancelled because I tried to save a bit of money for 45, that was an absolute bargain for the Turtles and the Mirage line. So
doesn't look soggy from here, to be fair. It looks like a great pickup. You wouldn't even notice the card. You just wipe that. I put him in my basket and I couldn't. He sold out before I checked out. So you weren't the only one who picked up a soggy Savanti. Yeah,
so he was. Yeah, I thought he would go quick when I think it was Dom posted it in the group. So thank you for that. So I managed to get him. And my final pickup, the box is already in the loft because it was so big, but it is behind me. So if you look up to the top corner, you will see in the Mondo section there is a Man-Bat up there. So Man-Bat has arrived from Mondo, probably the heaviest figure in the action figure collection. He weighs nearly a stone, I think. He's absolutely massive. It is just a regular version, so I don't have the extended wings because that was the SDCC version, but it's huge. So I had to literally, good thing it's got good articulation to actually get it on the shelf because his ears were sticking out above the Kallax. So that's all right though because he's got good knee articulation. So he's in there nice and safely. So he has arrived and Gambit has shipped from Mondo as well. So with that release, the X-Men are complete so far for me. So that's a bit of luck, and that's what inspired all this crafting, really. These 4 shelves behind me, hopefully you'll be able to see next time I'm on, will be fully backdropped.
I'm going to just quickly look on Mondo, actually, because I want to just show off the picture of all the figures all together. I think they've got one somewhere. Here it is.
It is on their main site.
Yeah, because it's...
Quick question for you, Dan.
Yeah, go on.
Would a Mondo Chameleon be the one that would? I know you want the Spider-Man and stuff, but would Mondo Chameleon be one of your sort of grails?
I regret, like, as you know, I've said it 1,000 times, and I'll say it another 1,000 times. My gateway to all things Marvel wasn't comics. My parents didn't really introduce me to any of that. I wasn't good at reading either as a kid. So it was cartoons, it was TV. So Spider-Man and X-Men were the 2 gateways into all things Marvel. So the fact that I've missed out on building a collection like this bugs the shit out of me. Like, the price point put me off at first. And also, like, you never know how far the line's going to go. So, like, if they had told me from the get-go, oh, no, we're definitely going to complete the original 8 members, do you know, like, you'd think, oh, fuck it, I'll get in then. But when Mondo are, like, a relatively independent company, you're never quite sure. So I'd never got Wolverine, and Wolverine's like one of the main guys. So without Wolverine, I haven't had the incentive to go out and get the rest. But now you look at Jubilee, Rogue, Gambit, like just
especially like that.
Just getting the good guys would have been a great collection. Like, but then it just looks so good. So I do regret not getting these. So I won't, to answer your question, I won't make that same mistake with Spider-Man. They have announced at San Diego Comic-Con this year or last year they're doing Spider-Man, and I'm going to make sure I'm on the ground floor with that. I'm going to make sure I'm in from the get-go.
Are you going to get Spider-Man?
What's that?
Are you getting every character they released from Spider-Man?
No, like just looking at what they've revealed so far, Spider-Man wise, it's Spidey, Black Suit Spidey, and was there another one? Did they show Venom? Maybe
Venom, I think. Did they show Venom?
Yeah. So I think I'll probably skip Black Suit Spidey maybe, and just for financial reasons, you know, sometimes you can't go all in, and just get Spidey and Venom. Because I've got confidence now in Mondo that they're going to go deeper, so like I can get in on the ground floor. But I do regret not getting these. These, look at how good they look together. It's like the animated show come to life. And as much as I love Legends, I do. Having the quarter scale turtles recently, they just look so good at that scale. Like they just. So I do want these. And Jay, you've got everything here, right? Apart from, what have you missing?
Nothing. I've got everything now. Luckily. Wow. So Gambit was the one I'd missed because he was a timed exclusive, but they put him up for the regular release last week. I got very lucky on the extreme 5-minute sellout on the deluxe Rogue. I did get the deluxe version. There is a standard version for anybody that is after the Rogue version. There is a standard Rogue, and then they re-released the Logan, the SDCC one. They did another pre-order later on, so I managed to get that second pre-order, and luckily for me they take PayPal credits, so I can spread the payments over 4 months, which is an absolute game changer on this line. And they do offer free international postage, which is again extremely helpful. So luckily there is no holes in this collection, so I will be able to recreate that shot for you.
They do look very, very good. So again, when I visit Jay's, I'll be taking an empty bag, and hopefully I'll leave it full. I distract Cheeky Monkey Garrus some broccoli. I'll be like, oh, look, some broccoli. But yeah, they look great.
I have to say, that X-Men line is really beautiful, and I've seen a shot of them recreating the villains and the heroes running at each other.
Oh, that's not
amazing.
Yeah.
I can't see myself buying it because of the price and the scale, unless they do an Apocalypse. And then I would buy the Rogue and the Apocalypse to recreate the theme. That's the only thing that I could see myself buying.
Yeah, that Apocalypse. They could scale Apocalypse down, absolutely, but he would be massive as well. But Mondo ain't scared of doing massive things, so Beast the one. Like, even if I haven't got any of them, as soon as they reveal Beast, I'm in for 100%. Even if, and then it's just. If I have Beast, he can be a cameo on the Spider-Man shelf, because those worlds did cross over in the cartoon, so it's fair game. So Beast, I'm looking forward to seeing. Who are they missing? Beast, Storm,
Jean, Cyclops,
and Cyclops, and they've showed off Cyclops, haven't they? So we know that
Xavier.
Yeah, in the wheelchair. They have to do him in the wheelchair as well. So that'd be an interesting release.
Huge.
Yeah.
Does Rogue have a non-jacket option with the figure?
I don't think so.
She doesn't have regular arms. Okay.
No, she doesn't, unfortunately. But they look great. Right, let's go to Tanner. Tanner, my friend. It's only been a week, but has anything arrived in this week that you haven't got? And you're on mute as well.
So no, nothing has arrived this week. This week I did get paid on Friday, so maybe a case of things may arrive for next time. However, I have been opening stuff as shown last week, and whereas everything has been great, we have had one minor mishap.
Oh dear.
With Mr. Mezco, Dr. Doom.
Oh, he's missing an arm.
Who can tell what's happened here?
He's missing an arm.
Yeah, so the arm joint was a little bit tight, and I was trying to slowly work it to see it get, and it just snapped off. So I've emailed to try and get a refund, an exchange. we'll see.
Yeah, when that type of stuff happens, it sucks the joy away from that figure. And even if you got a replacement, that figure will bug you because of the experience you've had. And for the price you pay for Mezcos as well, you definitely don't want stuff like that happening. So hopefully you can get a refund sorted or an exchange at least. Because you showed off the Fantastic Four as well, didn't you? So
yeah,
you need Doom.
I got the Fantastic Four, so I would love Doom as well. Doom, I mean, albeit he's missing an arm, but he's a very hefty figure, and he does come with loads as well. So I was looking forward to enjoying him. Hopefully, when I get a switcheroo, a exchange, I will still enjoy him. It's just a case of, at this moment in time, I'm feeling slightly
deflated,
deflated. Yes, I mean, this is my second figure of the year that has broken with Doc Ock's tentacle as well from the movie line. So not a good start of the year for me.
Yeah, that's not fun. Definitely, I've been there. QC, you get excited to get these things, and then all the joy just gets sucked out when something is broken. And again, figures are not cheap either. These are I know they're toys, but they're collectibles at the same time. So you expect a certain standard of quality, especially for Mezco as well. And that Doom does look great, like from what I've seen online. So to be excited to get that one posed up and then his arm fall off, very frustrating. Because have you got that, Tom?
The thing is, there must be something in the air because, like, Tanner's broken two figures. I don't think I've ever, not that I can remember, broken a figure before, and I've broken two arms this year. I broke the arm on Mezco thing straight out of the box because he looks like he's got a butterfly joint.
Yeah.
And I pushed it like a butterfly joint and the arm just snapped.
Oh, fuck.
I think I can fix it, but because he's got a jacket on it stays in and you can't see the problem. And then I broke, what was it? Ramen Toys land drone from the Centurions line. His arm was just fused and I tried to loosen it and just twisted off like Tanner happened with Dr. Demon. It's so frustrating. And I fixed the land drone with a screw and it works fine now. They said they're going to sort it out, but I don't know. The Mezco one's a bit more tricky because that was just me being careless. But I can probably fix it, but I just haven't bothered because the jacket holds on.
Yeah, sad times. Have you opened your Doom yet, Jay?
Yeah, I opened Doom and the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man yesterday. I had like a big sort of backlog of Mezcos. Everything was okay, but I haven't pushed the articulation. My Spider-Man is just sort of whipping on the one side. Doom has a raised fist, and I thought Thing had butterfly joints. I didn't fiddle with them though, so
I pre-warned Tanner. He said he would have nearly done the same thing.
Yeah, you know what? I saw them and they look so much like butterfly joints, but I would have twisted it just to try and see the range it gets. But then I remembered what Tom told me, and it's sort of like, no, I spent a lot of money on this set. Mental note of that.
Public service announcement right now for anyone with that Fantastic Four Mezco set. The Thing does not have butterfly joints, all right? Do not push. Do not try and get them to bend. It will not be a successful endeavour. All right, let's keep it back onto the Legends and Liquor theme then, people. Now I know some of you jumped on the Dan Hill Extra show this week, but just pretend that you weren't on there for the that's always for the secret audience. That's for the secret, and recap some of these legend reveals for me. So let me find my graphics real quick. So again, not going to go through it again. We've had a whole week of reveals and whatnot. I'm sure you're well aware of what was shown and what was not. But we got a little bit of Spider-Man. We got a whole new wave, the Zemnu Build-A-Figure wave. And that was a bit of a mixed bag. So I'm just curious of your general thoughts from what they revealed, and do you plan on picking anything up from what they revealed this week's Marvel Legends stream? So there's the full wave. I've got a better picture of it there. So definitely some hits in that wave for sure, and an interesting pick for the Build-A-Figure, but not a bad one. Not a bad one. I'm in for the wave, even though there's some characters I don't think I particularly need for my collection, but they have Build-A-Figure pieces, so I will be getting them for that at least anyway. So I'm curious of your thoughts. So let's go around the board. Mark, Tac, in regards to these reveals, what stuck out to you?
Well, Dan, in terms of the Zabu wave, I think Icarus, I think Dark Winter Thor look really striking. I think out of those two, out the wave, those two in particular look really nice. I mean, the paint apps on Icarus look lovely. So really, really, really good. Yeah, Dark Winter Thor as well. I've learned a bit about Red Widow because I think everyone was kind of going, "Who?"
Teach us, Mark.
Yeah,
teach us.
Yeah. So what I learned, Russ, you'll probably be correcting me in the next group, I'm sure. But she took the Super Soldier Serum at one point. She's taken some kind of gamma thing. She fought She-Hulk, or kind of like had a. She's essentially like another version of Black Widow, right? So she's from the Red Room. I believe she took the Super Soldier Serum, or a version of it, a Russian version of it.
Yeah.
A sort of Soviet version of it. She's kind of got, I think, either gamma radiation in her blood or something like that from it's something like a blood transfusion with She-Hulk, or a battle with She-Hulk, something like that. But I think she looks really good. I mean, I was quite tempted by her. I know a lot of people are thinking, well, we don't know much about her, so don't know in terms of picking her up, but I think she looks good. The only one I kind of feel a bit disappointed with, or I feel could be better, that's the best way of saying it, be constructive criticism, I feel could be better, is Superior Iron Man. The reason for that is because the artwork, when I saw the artwork of him initially, I always thought that'd make a cool action figure. And I feel a bit like it's a lot of white plastic, whereas I think you and Rich were mentioning this on the stream. If it had a bit of sheen to it, it would be quite nice, like a kind of sheen overall. I like the Tony Stark head sculpt a bit more than the masked head sculpt, because, again, it breaks things up a little bit. I think the black breaks things up a bit on it as well. Zabu looks excellent. Kazar looks excellent, or Kazar. When I saw Kazar, I was thinking, that'd be a good He-Man custom in Marvel Legends. I mean, obviously we've got the Masterverse figures, but I thought he'd make a fun He-Man custom.
Actually, do you know you can do a Google image search? I did a Google image search of this picture to try and find decent promo images of the previous release, and it brought up so many He-Man figures from doing that. So because I was trying to make this sort of comparison. Where is it? That one.
Yes.
So I did an image search to find that image, and I had to sift through loads of for He-Man. But there you go.
Yeah, so I mean, Zabu looks good as well. I really like, the articulation on Zabu's great. I mean, it's a good wave. I think it's a good wave overall. Yeah, so that's my thoughts.
Very nice. Anything else in that they revealed?
I like the Shield 3-pack. I mean, if I was going to pick anything up, I think that kind of like would fit in with my current collection, because I could have maybe a little, if I was going to get little Shield or Hydra element somewhere.
You were the Army Building King. You had a lot of Shield agents at one time.
Yeah, that's true. They're gone now, but I'd actually like a Shield agent on either of these two bodies, on either the Nick Fury Junior body or the Dum Dum Dugan body. I think they were saying that they are new bodies, both of those. I think Sharon Carter looks a bit odd in terms of, the only thing that bugs me a bit is Sharon Carter's the shoes. I kind of wish she had white shoes, or the black shoes with the white costume just kind of, it breaks things up for me a bit, but that's a small thing. But that's probably what I get down out of the three. Out of them, because it would fit my shelf. Maybe Red Widow as well. But it was very good. All of it was good.
I'm just having a quick Google search for Sharon Carter, because as much as people are criticising their choice of costume, apparently it's accurate all the way down to the shoes. Apparently she wore those shoes.
Fair enough then.
She wore the black shoes while she was wearing the costume with the sort of revealed shoulders, which Rich pointed out. She could just get a shot in the shoulder and die. But I think you can survive a shot in the shoulder. I'm just saying. I'm not saying I recommend getting shot in the shoulder. I'm just saying I think I'd rather get shot in the shoulder than my heart, is all I'm saying, Rich. So, there's that. Right. Let's go to Tom then. Tom, my friend. Hang on, before we go to you, we got a channel membership token from Hugo, who says, loving this evening. I wanted to say that I will be picking up everything revealed, apart from the Fantastic Four 2-pack. Give me it all now, please. I can't hold the excitement anymore. 2 hippo emojis. I forgot I had a hippo emoji. Where's hippo? Just as for hippo. Yes, the Fantastic Four 2-pack will go nicely with the previous 2-pack, which was Valeria and Franklin. If you're into that, of course. But if you're not into that sort of Fantastic Four era, you can skip on by, because we have plenty of other Wolverines and Spider-Men, that is for sure. Go on then, Tom. What about you? What did you like? What do you plan on getting?
This live stream kind of surprised me, partly because I was planning on watching it and my son phoned me up and he'd missed his train had been cancelled, so I had to go drive to the station and pick him up, so I could only listen to it audio-wise in the car, so I could see nothing. And I was kind of like, they were going through the wave. And I was like, yeah, I'm not bothered about any of this. And then I picked him up and I turned it off, and I didn't hear the end of the wave, which must have been when they said Cable and Kazar and the Builder figure.
Yeah, they were the last
So when I got
three.
home, I was like, what? Okay, I need to get. I think actually, I do need this wave. So I want 3 figures, and I want the Builder figure. So I'll probably buy the wave and then sell off what I don't need. But
it's always been the wise way to do it. That's always how I've done it. Buy the wave, build the Builder figure, and then sell off what you don't need to make the money back. It's always easier than and cheaper than buying the Builder figure separately, because the Builder figure.
You got to do it day one, otherwise it's
yeah. The Builder figure always has a premium on it, so like it's just easy to buy the wave and sell the pieces you don't want. Always.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
there's no
I
way
will definitely
around that.
I haven't put in a pre-order yet, but I will.
Go on, Tanner. What did you say?
I was going to say there's nowhere around that does the Builder figure split anymore. At least when Toys R Us was around, I used to get like a few bats from there when I didn't actually want the wave but wanted the bat.
I don't think legally. Again, I could be wrong, but I don't think legally, like any company that has an account with Hasbro can actually break down the sets. Do you know the same way if you buy a 6-pack of Cokes that say don't sell separately on? Like, I genuinely don't think legally they could break down the set and only sell the Builder figure piece if you have association with Hasbro directly. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty confident that is why you don't see a lot of that these days. So.
I think what it showed me is it shows the power of the Builder figure, and it's a shame that so often the Builder figure of late has felt lackluster, or for me anyway. I don't know if that's a general thing, but I've just felt the Builder figures in general over the last couple of years have not been as good as they were in the period prior to that.
I agree.
And I think this Builder figure is. I didn't think they'd do Kazar and Zabu. I struggled to see them doing Shana, but maybe they will. Maybe they won't.
If they'd put Shana in this wave could have been like people are sort of more positive than negative on this wave anyway in general. But I do think if Shana was in this wave as well, like if you got rid of poor Red Widow or even the Black Winter Thor, who is basically just a glorified redo. I know it looks decent, but it is a redo. Like if that was Shana in that spot instead, I reckon this wave would have been genuinely. The general consensus would have been a hot wave, rather than those small criticisms we currently have.
I just can't see them doing a scantily clad woman
Just think. I agree with you. I don't know why they can't, whatever reason, but this isn't going to retail. This is Amazon and fan channel, so it's only in the places that collectors go to, if you know what I mean. So I understand that mindset if it was on the retail shelf, maybe, but this isn't going to retail. This is online to specialty shops. So
it's also ridiculous because if you buy, like you're saying, He-Man and Master Universe figures, if you buy a female in the Master Universe line, they're similarly clad to what she would be. So it just doesn't really make any sense at all.
Yeah, I agree. It's just stupid. That's stupid. Anything else apart from this wave stand out to you from the Spider-Man?
Well, it can be really boring and be exactly the same as Mark was the Shield 3-pack, which was actually the one before the stream. When we saw the leak list, was the Shield 3-pack. Out of everything on the leak list other than Secret Wars was the thing that like stood out to me. And listening because I was just listening to it, and it was like announced as Nick Fury Jr. I know you've said there will be a Nick Fury head in there.
I'm pretty confident, people. If there's not a head in there, someone's lying to me.
Then when they announced it, I was a bit like, oh, that's not really what I was hoping for. So maybe I won't get it, or maybe I'll wait. But if there's a proper Nick Fury, decent head sculpt in there, and I think Legends do pretty well on head sculpts at the moment, so I feel like there will be a really good Nick Fury head sculpt in there. If there is one, then I'm definitely in. And if there's a few other head sculpts, I wouldn't mind an alternate head sculpt for Sharon Carter, because for me that's the thing that I'm not so keen on other than there not being a Nick Fury head announced at this time.
Yeah, you're not the only one to say that. They weren't a fan of the head sculpt. I do think a lot
kind of Sharon Carter via like Coronation Street barmaid.
Yeah, just heavy with the makeup for this mission for some reason. They went, right, we're off into this mission. Sharon, heavy with the makeup. Okay.
She's moonlighting as Pat Butcher.
Yeah. It's just missing out on the big earrings and the leopard print. But that's a very, very UK reference for our fans out there.
I hope that you do a different head for her. I feel like Dum Dum, you could get away with just one head for.
You could, or put another Howling Commando head in there as well.
Yeah, that's true. Would it work? I can't think. Are they all as rotund as he is?
I guess not. I guess not. But they could put a Shield Agent head in there just for that body type. Do you know, like, there is definitely, I think with this pack, I know they hyped up there's going to be a lot of weapons, but I'm definitely more intrigued of the display options with the alternative heads that we get.
They won't get me with the weapons.
No, you've got weapons. You've got Valaverse has you covered. Your Valaverse crates have you covered with weapons for sure. Right, talking of a man that likes head, let's go to David Evan and Smith. I haven't spoke to you about this wave yet, so this stream in general. So, what stuck out to you about the Marvel Legends stream? Do you like everything? Do you not?
I have to say, like, and I'll say it like a UK boy, since I'm surrounded by UK boys right now.
UK boys. That's our new name, by the way. That's our new boy band group. We're the UK boys.
UK boys. This stream was a banger. Like, I love it all. Like, they started with Doctor Strange and Morbius, right? Which
they did.
For a VHS 2-pack, there's for either of them, neither of them are a weak character for me, and like they did just enough to Doctor Strange to make him feel very animated series. So that was a great win for me. So I'm gonna have to like rework my shelf and move What If to somewhere else and expand Spider-Man animated based figures in that animated shelf. The Morbius looks good. They did right by him. The Plaza. Did they use the?
Yeah, they've reused the Morland hands. Yeah, they've reused his hands. Yeah. That's as soon as we see Morland, we thought it was this, and they obviously planned ahead of time to do this at some point. So yeah, it's the Morland hands.
Clever boys. And then they did the retro carded Prowler and Carnage.
Carnage, yeah.
Which, I mean, Carnage I'm like the least excited about because it's another Carnage. We have the sculpt already, but I'll get it. I'll get one on card to like add to the wall, but yeah. I'm probably not going to get another one to open because we have all of that already.
I'm probably the same as you. I'm probably the same as you, yeah.
Yeah. Prowler looks good. I mean, Prowler is in good animated colors. They have that unmasked head sculpt. So I'll probably get one to open for the animated shelf.
Pinless as well. Prowler's completely pinless. Really nice head sculpt. He's definitely better than I initially thought. When I've seen Prowlers on the retro card, I thought, oh yeah, okay, that's fair. But seeing it actually has me more excited for it. Completely pinless, colours pop. You get the interchangeable head as well. Really nice figure.
You know my one drawback of that figure though?
Go on.
Those cuffs. The cuffs and the...
Oh, they slide around.
The boot ones definitely look like they're sliding down in the promo photos. Like, the cuffs look like they just sit there on his wrist, but the boot ones look like they're just falling down already.
You can see it there. Look, you can see it there.
Yeah. So
a little bit of glue's your friend with that one. A little bit of glue.
He looks good. So I'm interested in that. The Wolverine Spider-Man 2-pack I'm down for. I had faked like a Spider-Man in a black costume on a Reed body, and now I can just replace that with a legit Spider-Man in that costume. Yeah. So excited for that. What else was there besides the Zabu wave? Was that it?
You got the Artem Zola and the Captain Americas.
Oh. Yeah, well, I'm gonna probably skip Secret Wars. Was it Secret Wars, Captain America?
You got Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna skip him. I don't think I'm gonna get the Falcon. I have the other one from the set.
Sorry, Secret Empire. We're both wrong. Secret Empire.
There's so many secrets in Marvel.
I do know that as well, annoyingly. So.
Damn. So yeah, but I will definitely get the Baron Zemo Zola pack. I have that Build-A-Figure of Zola already, but I have a couple of villain shelves that I can add this repeat Zola to. But having a Generation 1 Baron Zemo is a big draw for me, and it looks really great. Like they put just the right amount of work into him. And then there's Abu Wave. I mean, so let's talk Red Widow now.
Are you sure? Because people have heard enough of Red Widow.
No, but like the big problem that we're thinking about with her is her traffic cone cape, right?
Yeah.
So can't we just get a bendy wire cape to replace that? That could be a game changer for this figure. She looks like she's articulated. So once you release her from that trapped cone, like get a bendy wire cape, all the posability, like the amazing pictures that could come out of that. So I'm a champion for Red Widow. I think that she will be great once she's out of that cape.
For the record, I also think she's on a completely pinless female body, double jointed knees and elbows, solid representation to the character design from the comics, so you can't be mad when the figure actually looks like the source material. I just think the people just don't know who she is, so they're just shitting on her. But for what she is, she ticks all the boxes. So I think in hand, you're right, people will like her more. But you're right, the cape's definitely limiting for posing.
But that's easily fixable. There's so many people, Rebel 10 Customs, Scoticus Customs, Cosmic Capes. I'm sure they'll all jump on this and make appropriate cloak to replace that. And then the sky's the limit. That figure can be amazing. So go on, Red Widow. We got this. We got this. I think that the one thing I'm not excited about for this wave is the Iron Man figure. I probably get it because it's another armor. It's a comic accurate armor.
Yeah.
But it's like you don't need them for the Build-A-Figure, and so if I really want to save my money and skip it, I can. But it looks well done for what it is. I think it should be more silver than pearlescent white.
Agreed.
As Mark was saying. But he's like my weakest link in the wave. And then I had to like Google search Black Winter Thor.
Yeah.
But it looks amazing. The hair sculpt looks amazing. The cloudy effect on the hammer looks amazing. Like everything looks great with that. So I will definitely get it.
So there's your comic comparison to Dark Winter. So the Dark Winter is basically like an entity that even Galactus is scared of. It's like an elemental entity that lives beyond the universe. So its actual form is more like a concept, a big cloudy thing that can, and he takes on the form of Thor. So it's just a representation. That's why it looks like Thor. So technically it is a different character, but
he's gonna have to go like up here on the wall, like above Asgard group and near Galactus. But I might have to replace the cape on him too in order to mount him on the wall.
Yeah,
so
he's actually an enemy of Galactus, so he's evil.
I thought Galactus was his herald.
No.
At one point when because that's when I Wikipedia'd it. Made it seem like when the previous, because Galactus is from the previous universe and he survived. He's the guy that made him survive and made it because he goes around destroying universes as opposed to planets. So he's in effect hired Galactus for his survival. He's made him survive and turned him into Galactus to be his herald to carry on that destruction.
Yeah, it could be bang on. Yeah, I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert by any means, but I did go and read the few pages he was on so I knew where this reference was from, and that's where I've got the image. Yeah, it's interesting. It looks good for what it is, but there's no escaping it. It's just clever reuse from Hasbro. They're not wrong. It genuinely did happen in the comics, but it is the Herald Thor with some new parts on it. But you got the tattered cape. And the effect piece for Mjolnir and the new head, all on it's translucent black. But other than that, it's the Herald body, I believe we've already got.
What better way to do reuse? Like it is comic accurate. They don't need to spend a lot of money to make it, and it is a striking, like visually appealing figure to look at, and it makes you want to know what's the story on this. So like. I think it's like a winning formula with Black Winter Thor. Wolfsbane. So I'm happy to get a Wolfsbane.
I am curious your thoughts on Wolfsbane here because I have no doubt you've already got custom ones. Were yours this orange?
No, I used Punk Storm arms and the New Mutant's head on Polaris's body, so her legs are in costume.
Okay.
And mine, but I will replace her with this. I'm curious to see what she looks like in person. I always thought she was like a reddish brown fur in the comics. So she reads orange in some photos, but I don't know. Like maybe she's going to be more on the brown side.
I
when we
looked for
get her.
an image, a comic reference of her being orange or this orange. Couldn't really see it. Couldn't really find anything. So I know.
I thought into that more in like Excalibur. Like she was in Excalibur in this with like a ponytail, and I thought she kind of got lighter in
she's
the
like
fur
a light
color.
brown. I just don't see it being this. She's just like tango orange. Like I don't.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't. Don't get me wrong. I'm still happy to get a Wolfsbane, but I still, if she was, she could have been a tint darker brown.
I think that they did her to shut us up, and like they released her to shut us up because we're talking about it for years. But
look at this: pinless furry arms, pinless furry female legs. Look, we're gonna get some more furry females.
I appreciate that too. Like they could have just done Tigra, but I always felt like Tigra didn't really read as furry at all. You'd have to really look closely to see any of the little tufts of sculpted fur. So this is better from a fur perspective, you know. But I mean, I would have preferred like a couple of heads where it looks more wolf-like in one version, so you can kind of transition her to, you know, this version to a real wolf head, like something. But you know, it's gonna shut me up because I'll buy it.
No wolf head in the box, unfortunately.
And then Icarus, I have to say, looks amazing with the amount of work that they put into him. Like, I think it's all new. Like maybe the legs are a Vulcan body, but like the arm sculpt is new, the torso's new, the overlay for the skirt is new, the boots are new, the head is new. Like it looks really great. I wish that there was again like a powered head with like glowing eyes or something like the movie version. But I cannot wait to start Comic Eternals like in the Cosmic Shelf. And hopefully this means we have a chance at another Cersei in a classic.
I genuinely think by 2044, I think we might have the full Comic Eternals team in Marvel Legends. So
2044. Hopefully I'm back.
Yeah, what's that? Another 20 years? Yeah, it's about the right time Legends complete teams, isn't it? So yeah, we shall see.
Or drop a box set, drop a 5-pack on
Amazon.
Amazon.
Please do.
And just knock them all out, so we don't have to wait.
This is what I mean with this set. We have basically completed one team. Like that's the headline. We've completed the X Factor, or one incarnation of the X Factor team. Anyway, is now complete. Obviously, you can mix and match depending on your preference. But then they've started another team here. Yes, we already had Cersei, but technically Cersei in the 2-pack with Black Knight is in her Avengers attire, not her straight up cosmic attire. So this is technically the start of a cosmic Eternal team here. So.
And they're following suit. Like the first Imperial Guard we got was Gladiator, who's like the centerpiece leading man of that team. And now Icarus is the centerpiece leading man starting Eternals.
And how many of the Imperial Guard have we got? Just Fang.
If we want to draw comparisons, like it'll be 2044.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But like I have my version up there, but I mean, I think that Cersei and Icarus are like the headliners of Eternals. So if we stand a chance of getting another one, Cersei in her green look might be like imminent as the next one, maybe in 2026. But I just say it's a good start. It's a really good start for Eternals. They didn't cheap out or wimp out on him. They didn't just paint on the little circles. They sculpted everything. So like they committed, you know?
I agree. I know a lot of the heads in this wave are getting a lot of stick. The Facebook communities always have that concept of seeing the glass half empty rather than half full, and they've definitely been nitpicking. Like the head sculpts are very similar. Like I know they were taking screen grabs of all the head sculpts, and like I see their point, but they're all still, like you said, this is a completely uniquely tooled costume for a relatively, to the mainstream at least, obscure comic character design, because even the movie Eternals didn't really look as Kirby delicious as this. But Compulsive Collector in the chat says Icarus looks Kerberific. Hopefully they continue with more cosmic Eternal figures like this, and I agree. By the way, I am only teasing and joking. I would also love Legends to complete the comic Eternals, but I just also have been collecting Legends for a long time and know it takes them a long time to complete teams. So
I feel like there's a lot more like ancillary Eternals characters that I don't really need. Like I think I'd be happy if they just did like Icarus, Cersei, and Sprite, maybe like a comic Sprite, maybe Athena. But other than that, like I don't need them to go all in on every Eternal. I'd rather they complete Inhumans before worrying about.
Yeah, I agree. Let's get Crystal, please, and Lockjaw.
Yeah. Crystal and Lockjaw, Gorgon, and Triton.
Yes,
and I'm
that's
good.
all we need. That's all we need. Just free and a big dog. Do you know? So,
please.
Yeah.
So, and then Marvel versus Capcom Cable looks good. I'm still
iffy on this bout. I know I keep mentioning it, but I understand why they've done it, but I'm still iffy.
It's something about this figure where he looks very like he skipped leg day, and I can't unsee it. It's like he's very top heavy, and like maybe it's like the width of the harness that makes him look broad, and then the belt is bulky, so his legs look really thin and short for him, and his forearms are way thinner than his biceps. So like it's like he tapers at every part of his body. So it's just very weird to me. And the yellow painted on the blue in the boot area is weird. And so it's fine, but maybe it'll look different in person. But the perspective on these photos just look like he's got like really skinny legs to me.
He will still do the job. But when I criticize all these, I'm on a show called Legend of Liquor. Of course, I'm still buying all these. I still think they all represent what they're meant to represent. Just as action figure collectors, where we can definitely nitpick some of the creative choices for these. I'm always just curious why they made certain choices. Not that necessarily I'm against them. I'm just like, oh, okay, why make the choice to paint his feet rather than giving us proper boots, or why did you do the bout like that? I understand to keep the articulation and make sure the harness didn't slip around. I guess that's why they chose to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this figure could have benefited from a ball jointed waist and not an ab crunch.
Yeah.
But then a lot of collectors complain when there's not an ab crunch, like we saw with Luke Cage. So like, you're not going to win with everybody. So, and I understand what they're trying to do, and they're trying to find new ways to like protect aesthetic and protect articulation. So I appreciate the effort. It just, for me, the perspective just looks weird. Like the top half is a bigger body than the lower half. And but that may change when I see it in person.
They were very clever not to mention the name Capcom as well. They were like, oh, it's from a game. Oh, Tetris. They're not allowed to say Capcom, but it clearly is.
Right. And then of course, my Kazar, my man.
As soon as this was revealed, I don't know why, David, I thought of you, but I thought of you instantly.
You shouted me out on Legends of on Dan Who Live, so thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I'm synonymous with like nearly naked
male bodies. Yeah.
So yeah, I think that the only miss on this is they didn't paint his nipples, but I'm fine with the figure looks great.
Oh, let's investigate this. Oh no, you're right. No painted nipples.
They paint them. I think they're there, but they didn't paint them.
I'm cancelling the pre-order for fuck's sake.
Damn, we need the nipples. Free the nipple. I use Savage He-Man as a placeholder because the old Kazar is trash. Let's talk. I have it, but it's trash. And I have an amazing Raffaello Customs Shauna, which I've shown before.
So you've got a nice upgrade for her then, I guess.
Yeah, I'm set. Yeah. Like I don't care if they ever make a Shauna figure because they won't make one like Raffaello has done. So yeah, I'm very excited for this, and I think Zabu is a great choice for a Build-A-Figure. I like that they're doing like between the Void and Zabu, like this year for Build-A-Figures is very innovative and very left of center, like unexpected, but very quality. Like the old Zabu looks like an animatronic, like robot tiger. So I'm going to see where I can put him into a Fortnite shelf or something that he looks deliberately fake, but this new one with all the sculpted fur and the expression, and it looks like the posability is amazing from some of the pictures that they've
no sculpted fur or anything, just looks very Lego. It's like a scaled up Lego version of Zabu, and then you compare it to the paint and the sculpted work and the articulation. Massive upgrade. Huge amazing improvement. So I'm really excited for this, and I kind of hear both sides of the Shauna argument. Like they probably wouldn't do a leopard print bikini on this figure regardless of where it's released.
They'd probably give her like a, I don't know, a halter top.
Yeah.
You know, like the Marvel Universe 3.75-inch figure. They kind of toned her down a bit for that. So they'd probably do something like that if they were to release her. But they did mention it in the live stream. So Dan Yoon wanted a Shauna and some other Savage Land characters to go with this. So maybe that's in the pipeline.
Yeah,
we'll
all know they're on about the repaint of Hank Pym in the green jumpsuit. They're not on about Shauna. Do you know, that's the other Savage Land figure we're getting this year.
Yeah, we're not going to get Savage Land Rogue.
That's the one people want. They could do a free. Some people were suggesting a free pack of Shauna, Savage Land Rogue, and Storm in a free pack.
That would be great, and that would be all I need. Like,
yeah.
I don't necessarily. I mean, we have enough Wolverines that we could probably kit bash quickly a torn and tattered Wolverine. But yeah, like I would only want Storm, Rogue, and Shauna from Savage Lands. I'm good. I had the old line when there was like, or they did Angel in like his legs, the legs of his costume were ripped off, and they had like Colossus, Dinosaur, Triceratops.
In Legends?
No, like way back. There was a Savage Land.
Oh yes, there was a Savage Land Toy Biz sort of spin-off.
Yeah.
Yes.
5-inch, like Joseph was in it, and Angel, and there was a Storm that came with a Colossus Triceratops.
Let's have a look.
Do you remember this? Anybody?
Toy Biz. I think I yeah, I'm looking now. I don't know what the subline was called. I don't know if it was straight up.
It was
Savage
called
Land.
like Savage Land. It was. I'm pretty sure it was called Savage Land, and they were like 2-packs, even packed with a like Amphibious was in one with a character.
Oh yeah, they were boxed 2-packs. Okay, I've got a picture here.
It might have been Angel and Amphibious, and Storm and Colossus Triceratops.
Okay, that's what I've just quickly googled. So you got Kazar and Zabu. Then you got Savage Land Storm and Colossus, who's the Triceratops. Savage Land Wolverine and Crawler Rex. Then you got Angel and Sauron. And Joseph and Amphibious. Yeah, you were right. Yeah, so there you go.
So
I definitely did not have any of these.
I bought all of them because I mean I didn't buy the Wolverine with the T-Rex actually, but like I did get that Storm, and they did get Joseph because I was like the only Joseph figure they ever did. An Angel, you know, with Sauron. I don't know what happened with that Sauron figure. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, for now, modern day Hasbro, I truly think anybody would be happy with a Storm, Shauna, and Rogue, and call it a day. But maybe fan channel somewhere, because I don't think they would be in Target shelves. But
we'll find out. Let's go down to Jay. Jay, you jumped on the extra show with me, so I already got a hint of what you like. But for the people out there, remind them what are these you're going to be picking up? Because I have a feeling you'll be a big lover of maybe the VHS set.
Well, you see, it was Tuesday, the live stream. Yeah. As I said, I went on straight after you joined me for a little surprise cameo. But since then, I've just been so hungry, you see. Just very, very hungry. And I've just looked at my hand and something's just happened to my hand. And I've just got this uncontrollable craving for plasma I've had for a few days.
Get out of the house quick.
Get on this thing. So, yes, you are perfectly correct. Morbius is the most. These things have been stuck here for about 15 minutes now. Morbius was the thing I was most excited about. The head sculpt looks fantastic on Michael Morbius from the animated series. I've wanted him for many a good year, so it just looked great. So really, I'm looking forward to that one. And then they chucked in Prowler as well, didn't they? The Prowler on the retro card with the unmasked head sculpt that looks really good. So more animated love, which is never a bad thing. I know you've said before, and I've said exactly the same thing, that Live and Kicking Saturday mornings, the animated series, that was the gateway into Marvel.
And then X-Men on Live and Kicking, I remember,
It was. We got a Tommy Pickles plush somewhere around the house. I
would buy if there was someone did a good set of collectible Rugrats, I'd buy them. I'm a sucker for nostalgia.
Yep. I'm surprised Super 7 haven't actually. To be fair, that was something.
That's prime Super 7.
I think I would. Yeah, I would have bought that as well. So, yeah, great to see more animated love there. So Morbius is a great release, and again with Prowler. So hopefully a lot more to come. As you said, Chameleon's definitely going to be left till last, but Vulture, we've got to get a Vulture soon, hopefully.
Oh, I just won. I got a Vulture. I put a cheeky pound bid on a Vulture on one of these, right? But the card was open. The bubble's off.
Oh, right,
so
okay.
I put a cheeky pound bid on eBay and won it. So
fantastic.
I'm going to have a loose Vulture from this wave to show off next week. So now I'll use it for future comparisons, because I am also confident Vulture is probably likely for a VHS set.
Yeah, and then he'll be upgraded in Mondo 12-inch as well. Where am I going to put that? God knows, but that's a future problem. What else did I like? The 2-pack, the Armin Zola and the sort of Daddy Zemo, as we called him there. So that's a great looking 2-pack,
it's the best
as I've said
classic
previously.
Baron Zemo we've got in Legends form for sure, compared to what we've actually got.
It's just like a complete redo of that classic one we had from Toy Biz back in the day in the original Marvel Legends line, even down to the sort of unmasked, crazy looking head sculpt that looks fantastic there. So that's a really fun one to see.
Next to the Red Skull we've got in the jumpsuit, and Baron Mordo, not Mordo, Baron. No, yeah,
Von Strucker.
Von Strucker, that's the one I'm on about. Yeah.
Yeah,
Baron Mordo.
We're building out our 1940s roster. Yeah, I think there in Marvel Legends form, and I sold that Build-A-Figure years ago because I didn't like the orange color plastic, because I felt the old Hasbro plastic doesn't quite match the sort of color tones of the new
I actually
Hasbro
found an image to show people. Like, it's bang on. Like, it is bang on. Like, I don't know if this is the exact image they've used for reference, but it is very accurate to the old school Baron. What's his name? Bloody.
Zola.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Look, I'm trying to zoom in on his face. So there's the face there for Zola, and then we jump to the comic image. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So I think it looks great. But you're right. I don't think we should be getting re-releases of Build-A-Figures. That, I don't know, maybe okay, you've always got to remember there's new collectors on board, and that those Epic Hero Build-A-Figures are harder to get now. I don't know. I'm not mad at it, but as a collector for so long, I'm like, I don't get excited about it either. So,
also, if it's for new collectors, it shouldn't be in a 2-pack with a new figure.
Yeah, you're not wrong. This is what I mean. Like, I can see both sides of the argument type thing, but I'm gonna annoyingly be getting this because I want the other figure in the set. So that's how they get us. They're sneaky bastards.
Yeah, it always does seem to be the case, doesn't it? Where you have a one desirable and one maybe not so desirable when you've got to buy again. I think I've been victim of I've already got it and got to sell it plenty of times. So for once I was ahead of the game and actually already sold the old ones. So it's finally gone in my favour for once. In terms of the wave, a pretty good wave. I agree with Tom's point earlier about the sort of lackluster Build-A-Figures of 2023. I think the only one I've actually completed so far is Puff Adder. I'm still working on a Chode.
We got 3 green Build-A-Figures last year. We got Puff Adder, Chode, and Ebediah's Cho Hulk. 3 big, massive green Build-A-Figures. Can we just this year not get any green Build-A-Figures? Just mix it up. Just to mix it up for the year of 2024. Just go crazy. Let's just say no green Build-A-Figures. All right, I'm just putting it out there. Just that's my suggestion.
Putting it into the world, there must have been a bit of a discount at the wholesalers on green plastics.
Green plastic's really cheap this year. What characters can we do as Build-A-Figures? We've got the Chinese factory, a sale on green plastic, right? Ebediah's Cho, yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, so for the first time since the Puff Adder wave, which was literally at the start of last year, they've got me for a full Build-A-Figure wave again, because I do want this Zabu Build-A-Figure. Looks fantastic. Never had that Savage Land 3-pack that goes for absolute crazy money on the aftermarket now. So
there it is. Look
great to have Zabu.
That was going for like £300 at but not now. Not now. I reckon you can get this for cheaper. Probably still, because it's still got Shana, and just for like how old it is, and it's a 3-pack. This will still go for decent money, but yeah, this definitely got devalued after that stream for sure.
Yeah, and that pack is another example of the original Hasbro plastic they used. It doesn't match the modern, like the skin tone plastic is a very different sort of tone compared to the modern. So it doesn't really match very pale, isn't it? Yeah. Doesn't match the modern aesthetic at all. I think the last one suffering from that at the moment in terms of Build-A-Figures is a Nihilus. I think he's the only one that's still in the collection I've got that has survived, but could do with a redo because the plastic doesn't match and it is starting to wind me up a little. So we could have it, but he's a bit green, so he might be off the Build-A-Figure this for this there for you. But great wave. Nikas are. Icarus was nice to see, and all the different sculpting efforts on there as well. Classic 90s Cable. Couldn't give a monkeys about Red Widow, or probably the other version of 4, but I will go get them because I need to build a figure pieces, and it's nice to complete a team with Wolfsbane. So overall, pretty strong wave.
Yeah, very good, very good. Tana, let's jump across to you then, my friend. What about yourself in regards to these Marvel reveals? What are you going to be indulging in?
So, for me, it's pretty much an amazing set of reveals. The only one I'm not really too interested in was the Shield 3-pack, because I haven't got any Shield soldiers whatsoever. Before I go into highlights to what was a highlight for me, there is one thing I want to point out. Whenever anyone says Shana on stream, wherever, I always have the beginning of Destiny's Child, Say My Name, going in my head. It goes Shana, and the song just starts playing in my head weirdly. Yeah, the song starts playing in my head weirdly whenever I hear the word Shana. Yeah. So I figured if that happens to someone else now because I've mentioned it, I've got a win there. One other nitpick I will have with the Cable looks really, really good, but I don't associate. Whereas, in the video game he has guns. In the comic, I don't associate him with guns. I associate him with like a scimitar, a spear of some sort. So this kind of like it doesn't feel. Isn't my mind's eye version of that Cable.
Here, rob it from Wed Widow. See, now you've got a reason to buy Wed Widow. She's got.
Or even just steal the spear from Kazar.
All that. Yeah. There you go. That's even better suggestion. Why am I going to Red Widow? There's 2 over here. Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that. But highlights, that Carnage is amazing. I know we've had a lot of Carnages recently, but I think what they've done to this Carnage is great. The new axe, the new blade, it's the best Carnage.
That is the best Marvel Legends Carnage. It has to be. Because that's a comic Carnage all day long. Better. They've updated the accessories. And again, if you've got the previous one, you could probably do some head swaps to get your preferred look. But there's no doubt in that, body-wise, that is the best Carnage we've got.
Now, I know one other thing I will say, Sabu Build-A-Figure is amazing. I know they said it's completely new, it's all new, this, that, and the other. Upon seeing that torso, I just think it's an upscaled version of Cosmo from last year, just because it looks like it has the same style articulation. No, it just looks like a bigger Cosmo.
Cosmo's wearing a spacesuit, it's not Cosmo.
I know, but it's the layout. It's not as hairy.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. The articulation, the articulation format does just look like a scaled up. Yeah, you're not wrong.
So again, more. So that Prowler is amazing as well. Definite. Reminds me of the animated series. We're going well with the animated set. Who else was there? You got the. I'm so glad. I knew it was coming anyway, so I sold my Sam Wilson Captain America. So the fact that this has now been officially sort of like, this is coming, revealed. I'm happy with that. That I sold my old one.
Of Sam Wilson Cap. Let me try and find a picture of Sam Wilson Cap because he's not coming to the UK, people. Annoyingly.
Oh, is that one of those ones like Spider-Man and Moon Knight last year?
Yeah, it's like the Spider-Man and Moon Knight and the what was it? Ant-Man. Ant-Man last year was a Target exclusive that never came to the UK. I do think, unfortunately, that Captain America is also going to fall into that category. I will continue to investigate and ask the questions, but I'm very confident for our UK watchers out there, this guy is not coming to the UK, unfortunately. So hopefully, fingers crossed, there are a few of the independents that import it across, but it's not going to be as plentiful as some of the other exclusives. So, you take that news as you will, but unfortunately, it's going to be harder to track down if you're after it.
Is that because they don't distribute it here or because Pulse just forgot to order it?
Well, there was a particular movie that was meant to come out that got cancelled, so that means toys get cancelled too, and certain ones just don't get through the cracks.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So I may be reaching out to some American friends.
American friends.
over across the pond.
David. Oh, do you know what, David?
David.
You look amazing today, David. If you happen to be in a Target and you see this Captain America, right? There may be 4 other people on screen that want this. All right.
I got.
All right. We appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Sweet. The 2-pack, the Hydra 2-pack. I'm all in for Daddy Zemo. I got the Secret Empire 2-pack of the armored Captain America and the Arnim Zola from there. So it's sort of like, do I really need another Arnim Zola? The fact I've got that 2-pack as well, but I'll probably pick it up and have it in a separate.
This one's got more accurate colour to the original. So if you're going to pair them up with your red scholars and whatnot, I think this colour palette is more classic inspired than the one that came with the Secret Invasion or Secret Empire.
I mean, I could just do a timeline kind of thing with like old classic on one side and new on the other side as well.
Yep, all that.
So that's easily solvable. The only one of the wave I'm not really too interested in is Icarus. The Inhumans don't really do anything.
Hold that thought on Icarus. We just got a super chat real quick.
James
from
said
James.
CCNS donated
James.
$5.
Friday
I'm in
evening.
for the carnage, but I'm afraid I won't be able to open it.
So James says he's in for the carnage, but he won't be able to open it. James, you see, James. This is why we buy 2 of the retro cards, all right? This is why you buy 2. One to open and play, and the other is to display, all right? Remember that, all right? One to open and play, the other is to display, all right? You can take that quote and you live by it, all right? When it comes to the retro cards, enjoy that carnage. But, yeah, probably the best carnage we've got. Now, you were talking about Icarus, Tanner. Thank you for the super chat,
Yeah,
James.
Icarus I'm not sold on, purely because the Inhumans don't do anything for me. There's not. I'm more of a again, I haven't really read anything with them in. So whereas he looks amazing, I'm not going to fault Hasbro or anything about him. It's just my collecting choice. He doesn't fit anywhere in my display, and I don't really want to start a team I don't really have any connection to. So whereas I'll be enjoying him through whoever does pick him up size, I think when the wave does come in, because I ordered the wave, he will be the first one to get shipped out.
I reckon he's one that will
be
be very easy to get rid of without the Build-A-Figure anyway, because I reckon he's going to be desirable regardless. So you'll be fine.
Yeah, and that's pretty much, I think, I know we got the Fantastic Four. We're technically completing 2 teams. We've got that Fantastic Four 2-pack as well, which I will get, but again, it's the Wolverine has pins. I know there's a better Wolverine sculpt out there. I think the Spider-Man is the Amazing Spider-Man, but please correct me if I'm wrong.
I couldn't figure it out. Someone in the chat is better at this game than I am, because I always get it wrong. But it's pinless. It has the butterfly joints, but it doesn't have the toe articulation. So I can't, like, the under the forearm should have where's the 60th anniversary?
The holes for the Amazing Fantasy version.
Yeah, so there's the Amazing Fantasy. Yeah. So it could be. I think it is. It could be this one. Yeah, it could be.
But would they use the same body on Franklin and Spider-Man? Because Spider-Man would scale bigger, right?
Yeah, I guess so. But I don't know.
They might, but I would question that choice then. Like if they did use the same body.
I don't know.
I mean, based on what I think that body's slightly taller than him anyway. I have not put them side by side in age at all, but I'm just thinking, just on an initial thought, I think the Spider-Man is taller anyway, even though it's meant to be a teenage Spidey, that buck. But yeah, overall, Tuesday was a really good stream. Loads to look forward to. Yeah, just not everything for me. I'll be picking up, say, 90% of it.
Yeah, that's fair. Again, when you've been collecting so long, you definitely get to that phase in your collecting sort of journey where you've got the character representations you want on your shelf, and then it's a case of picking and choosing new designs or upgrades or whatever it may be. So it was a good showing for the start. Again, it's only February. It's a nice early showing. I still think the best of the year for Legends is still to come. We have still yet to see the best that Legends are offering in 2024. So it's a nice little warm up. Just think we still haven't even got the Wolverine sets like David was saying, and the X-Men Wave 2. That makes me think hopefully X-Men Wave 3. That's what I want for sure. Right, quickly before you go, considering we've got a smaller groups today, I'm just going to go to shout out Toy Arc, sponsor of the channel. He doesn't actually sponsor the channel, but I do love their site. This week's toy news. I just curious, is anyone out there in our chat buying themselves a Todd McFarlane action figure? just have to ask. Right, Jay's got his hand up. So Jay, speak to me. Todd McFarlane. You desperately want Toddy Mac on your shelf, right?
I do. I wanted Toddy Mac on my shelf for a long time. So, and luckily I got the pre-order because this thing sold out quick.
Is it gone already? I don't even have a chance to buy it.
I went within the first half an hour of being listed in the UK. This 2-pack, I knew it'd be a hot seller, so I was.
Where did you get it from?
Straight in there. Props and replicas.
Okay.
Pretty much from the only place I think will
import
a lot.
Will probably have it up as well.
Yeah. So I wanted a Todd for a long time on my figure. I may have been in and out of his toy lines for a long time, but he is my favourite artist. I do have a Todd McFarlane signed Spider-Man comic downstairs in the collection with, of course, a lizard on the front. So I've always loved his art, and it's not the first time he's done a figure. He did one way back in about '98, I think.
Spoiler alert, by the way, it's sold out on the whole shebang as well. So yeah,
there you go. But yeah, so that's a concept Spawn there. So that was like his childhood drawing when he was 16 of Spawn, and he comes with his bare feet because apparently he doesn't wear shoes a lot in the office. So I think his staff have wound him up and put them in.
That is a weird thing, isn't it? That is. Did the staff wind him up, or did he really request it? Maybe he's. Yeah, that's an odd choice.
Are you going to play barefooted, Jay?
I wasn't going to have him barefoot. No, I was going to keep the shoes on. He's going to go in the Spawn cube, I think, at the front.
You should display him barefoot. Just because they've given that option, you should be like, all right, fine, I'm going to take it. He's going in my collection barefooted.
Based on his views about collectors who collect female action figures, he may give you a little bit of some disapproving looks from your shelf, Jay.
Yeah. Just don't put him near the female action figures. Or just display him getting murdered or beaten up by someone. That's a bit harsh. I like Toddy Mac, by the way. I'm just he called collectors that collect action figures serial killers, didn't he? Or female collectors. So I don't actually want Toddy Mac to die. I do actually like him. And if I owned a toy company as well, you're damn right there'd be an action figure of me. I'm just saying, you can't blame him. You can't blame him. The guy owns a toy company. He's a fan of toys. He's made himself a loophole to give himself an action figure. Fair play to the bastard. It's clearly popular because people have bought it anyway.
He can join the creators' figures. We've now got Stan Lee, we've got Jack Kirby coming from NECA, and now we've got Todd McFarlane as well.
Yeah, we've got Stan Lee, Jack Kirby. We've got who else we got? We've got George Lucas and also the other guy in Star Wars. What's he called?
I think they're all in slightly different scales.
I think you could have a little live action. You could have a little tiny scaled version.
Toddy Mac will tower little George Lucas.
Just think you could have a little tiny Steven Spielberg next for. You could be like the child to Toddy Mac. Could be the Jurassic Park Steven Spielberg. Is anyone else in the chat getting this Toddy Mac figure? Just out of curiosity. No one. Okay, I knew it would be Jay. Anything else in the world of toy news as I try and bounce back here? That stuck out to you guys in this last week.
Mexico Toys Fair was on.
Okay, so what did they reveal worthy of talking about? Because I have no clue about anything.
The Batman the Animated Series Mexico figures.
Oh wait, Jay, you did a video on this, right?
Yes, I've done a couple of breaking news ones.
Yeah,
we've got Batman, we've got Joker.
I've seen the thumbnail. So
we've got Miles and Captain America.
Okay, so someone who knows a little bit more, who wants to take the lead on revealing this news, and I'll just press some buttons.
But there isn't much more to reveal other than what you said.
Oh, really? Is that it? They just showed you these pictures?
They just showed the picture and said it's coming. So that Miles looks horrendous, though.
So is that what? So are these
that's absolutely hammered in the Mexico community?
But in regards to Batman, I'll jump to Miles in a second. Are these 1/12?
Yeah,
they're 1/12.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I assume, not watching Jay's video yet, that's a good thing. You're happy about this.
But you're not getting it. That's right.
Yes, Alexi has demanded in the chat that I talk about these again because Alexi thinks I will crack. So I did say
Oh,
I don't need them because I've got the Mondo versions and I've got all the DC Direct versions. So I don't need a third
Jay's
collection.
these.
I don't need.
Shall we
Look, do you
take
need
bets on
anything?
how long it takes? Although, Dan, we're one to talk. We shouldn't be
Do
saying
I need
anything based on
any
those
of
bloody
this?
battle layer.
Do I need it? Do I need it? The answer is, Jay, of course. Fucking yes, I do. I fucking need it, Jay. I need it. Need it.
How many lines can I have about? I do love Batman the Animated Series. It goes with Spider-Man and X-Men, all those 90s animated series. But the only thing that's confused me, and I did say again, was the fact that it's all animated and they're in cloth goods. It isn't quite massive for me.
I see what you're saying. James,
Don't look at Mr. Lee.
James Saint CNS donated $5. We need a Rich and Dan 2-pack.
I will take it, but unfortunately I don't run a toy company, otherwise you know that would happen. If I wanted a toy company to go bankrupt with their first release, that is probably the choice. That's a choice that would make it happen. But James says, we need a Rich and Dan 2-pack. Oh, look, I'd love it. We didn't even get Selfie series in the UK, so I couldn't even pretend to have a Dan Who figure. But I would absolutely buy... I know some collectors like to sit and go, oh, I don't want my own... I don't want myself as an action figure. Look, bore off, all right? I do want myself as a fucking action figure. Yeah. I want to be standing amongst my Marvel universe on the shelf, all right? So don't be one of those miserable, boring collectors thinking you're all like, oh, no, I wouldn't want myself as a... Yes, you fucking would. It's cool. I want myself as an action figure, but unfortunately not to be. But sorry, Tom, I interrupted. What were you saying?
Mr. Lee on Instagram, who does some amazing shots. Him and another guy, some customizer, I can't remember, they did quite recently, like just before Christmas, they put up pre-order a set of Batman the Animated head sculpts where you could interchange them all, and they made like 9 different things. And I was like, wow, they look really cool, and I was going to get. And they were showing them off on Cloth Goods Bodies on the. I think he was putting it on the Golden Age Batman body with the black cape and everything, and they looked amazing. I nearly ordered the head pack, but it was crazy expensive, like $160 or something. So I'm glad I waited because we'll probably get a lot of heads.
So you are in on the.
Yeah, I will be in on this. Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. And let's look at Miles then, considering you've got all the controversy. Where is he? Okay, there he is. He looks like something from Toy Story, to be honest, doesn't he? He looks like
he's got a head of one of those 12-inch cheapo figures.
Yeah, it looks like they've just repainted Woody from Toy Story's head and give him an afro. He does look like Woody. I can see the criticism, but I
agree with Jay on this front. Is like, I don't think cloth goods on Spider-Verse figures is the right way to go. So I don't even know why they're trying, because they're competing with so many other different lines of doing this property.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I'm not a Mezco guy, but clearly they're just jumping on hot properties. That seems to be the case, and clearly Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is a hot property. Now, we have had a channel membership token from Dowie that says... Yo Joe. So I would be remiss to not at least quickly ask Tom and Mark for their thoughts. So just to confirm, just to repeat myself for anyone who missed the start of the stream, my regular Thursday stream this week, Rich requested some annual leave and it has been granted. So Tom and Mark will be joining me this Thursday, the 29th, for the regular Thursday live stream, 8 p.m. UK time. But it will be a Joe's and Juice sort of cross-pollination of the Thursday stream. Joe's and Juice, first one of the year, and what a time to do it. We've been waiting, and Mark was sort of giving us the heads up, and it turned out to be bang on the money. There is a live stream this Thursday for the Joe's and Juice to return with the recaps. Now, you know my good friends, very, very good friends, Emily and Lenny. I got to speak to them earlier this year. Good people. They got us hyped and excited for the Joe line in 2024, and this is our first little taste of that. So I'm assuming we'll see pre-orders and some new stuff. So I just have to ask you guys before you get out of here, is there anything very particular you would like to see? What would you like to see come from this stream? Mark, I'll throw it to you. What do you want to see here? Just a good time? Or is there a genuine character or a general thing you're waiting for them to reveal?
There is, Dan. There is a general... Well, the one character I'd like to see the most is Starduster, I think. I'd quite like to see Starduster. Since they announced him, I've kind of gone and looked at him. He looks really cool. I like the way he looks. So Yeah, he's one that I'd be up for. Want to see the 60th Marine and Pilot that's rumored to. I don't know if it's going to be this stream, but 60th Marine and Pilot. I mean, Doc and Jinx and Torch and all of them will be going up for pre-order. So it'll be those ones. Torch, been good to get the pre-order for Torch, but Starduster is the one I'm sort of most anticipating.
Very nice. Just for myself.
Oh, and Dan.
Yeah, go on.
Just one little thing. Sorry, but I've got a special picture for you on Thursday. Jurassic Park. I know you're a bit of a Jurassic Park fan.
Okay, yeah.
It is a Joe's thing. You'll probably see it on the day, but special picture. So when we get the canoe, this will be the next thing to harass Lenny and Emily over.
I wouldn't say I'm harassing anybody for a canoe. I'm just leaning into the canoe love. That's all it is.
Yeah.
For myself, I want to see the next big vehicle. Like they've been saying, they've been saying we're going to get another big vehicle like the Vamp sort of vibe. I do think the next vehicle we see will be more Cobra-esque to sort of bounce between. So I'm curious.
This photo I've got is big vehicle-esque.
Okay.
Keep that in mind.
So I want to see. I don't expect a pre-order for it, but I would like to see a name reveal, or even an image, a digital render of the next bigger scale vehicle for Joe's or Cobra, whoever it may be. That's what I would like to see. What about you, Tom? What do you want to see from the stream?
Well, they teased Nemesis Enforcer. So we only had the name reveal, haven't we? So I'm thinking. Maybe Globulus might be on the radar. Pythona possibly as well.
Yeah.
And just fill out that Cobra crew. And then, I don't know if these are predictions or hopes, but I'd love to see Law and Order because they're the big...
Law and Order is at the top of my list now. Now we've got... I would have preferred, selfishly, to see Law and Order before Junkyard and Mutt.
Junkyard. Yeah.
But now we've got Junkyard and Mutt, it makes me think, okay, Law and Order's got to be somewhere in the pipeline. So I agree. Law and Order would be a great.
Yeah, he's going to be top of the most wanted pets and owners. And then for someone who I have no interest in repaints in general and reissues and stuff. But can they please just get the Storm Shadow body and paint it red and just call it the classic Red Ninja so I can buy a whole team of them?
Yeah. We could get the next reveal of the next sort of wave of retros. Emily confirmed we'd be getting 3 sets of 3, so we'd get 9 retros this year. And there's already a lot of name-only reveals going out there. I just wanted them to reveal the Cobra Commander on the retro card, so I can safely go, right, sound, my Mickey Mouse Cobra Commander is staying put. Not that I want to open him anyway, but that would be nice to just get confirmed officially. Because we do have a list of names that have officially been name-only reveals from the team, but then there's also a separate list of leaked names that we all know about, but they've yet to officially say. So I'm sure we'll get some more of them ticked off. But we will be back for Joe's and Juice / the Dan Who live show on Thursday, recapping the Joe panel with Tom and Mark. So we'll be back then. But just while you guys are on the screen, is there anything you would like to see? Tanner, Jay, David, anything from Joe's? Anyone got any thoughts? And this is why they are not the hosts of Joe's and Juice. Just...
I was being nice. I want a vehicle. I want a vehicle because I've cleared another shelf for the Joe vehicles on the top. And I've made a snowy diorama. So I want a snowcat. So if we can get a snowcat or some form of sort of snow vehicle, then that would be very nice. I'm hoping for vehicles, but whatever it's going to be, it's G.I. Joe, so it's going to be an expensive day because I think we all just seem to pre-order everything.
Well, they just keep hitting it. They don't miss often. I'm not a completionist by any means with Joe, but I do have at least 85% of everything they've released. So yeah, they're a hot line, and I do think the success of the two HasLabs are only going to give confidence to the brand. And like the last Hasbro, do you know that last Hasbro report with the sales figures and stuff, and they were complaining they had a shit year and blah blah blah. The one positive that they had was their own lines are doing well, and G.I. Joe is part of that. So hopefully they follow the trend of like, oh okay, Joe's are doing well. Let's give the Joe team a bit more leeway, and we see some more fun stuff because they said they're getting wackier this year. So
and mask,
yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
That could be the way they could release. They could release a Joe and Mask crossover, and that could be their sort of tester to see how much the interest is there for Mask.
Yeah.
Before we see it launched as its own entity. But yeah, I don't understand why Hasbro are not trying to do that or release something in regards to Mask. But yeah, I think Joe would be a good stepping stone to sort of test the waters with Mask. Because there is a crossover back in the day as well, isn't there? On the
there was a Matt Trap G.I. figure in the early 2000s.
Be interesting for sure. All right, good stuff, people. Right, I appreciate yous. Tell the good people where they can find you online. Tom?
At Mini Plastic Multiverse on Instagram, and I've got a post going up in a few minutes.
Yeah, he has a brand new camera, people. Brand new camera.
Brand new camera as well.
That was a pickup we didn't mention. I wasn't sure if he was going to mention it or not, but I'll mention it.
I forgot to mention it.
He's got a bright. What camera did you buy? Oh, he's going to show it off.
The Canon EOS.
Oh, look at that. He's took it up a notch.
I'm
still impressed. I'm still impressed that your previous photos on Instagram were just your phone.
Yeah, I just sat on my phone. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Those pictures are so good and they're just off your phone. Now you just brought that fancy camera. You're about to take it to the next level. People follow Mini Plastic Multiverse on Instagram. You're about to post something. Put it in the link. The link is in the description, people. Go and click it. Follow him for some new pictures. Exciting times. David, Evan and Smith, where are we following you?
3 of Dan's favorite whores. On Instagram, verified with the blue check mark. David_Evan_Smith. And here, whenever I'm lucky enough to be here.
David, I love you, right? But if I genuinely had 3 whores and they were called David, Evan, and Smith, I'm doing something wrong. Something wrong.
Or you're doing something really right. Really right.
Oh, really right, I guess. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Here's my 3 whores, David, Evan, and Smith. Okay. Tanner?
Super Turk 5000. And also on... We're at Turtles and Tea.
Let me check my phone. Let me check my phone, right? Because if I ain't playing football on Tuesday, we can do a Turtles and Teas on Tuesday. Just let me check
the Amanda calendar.
I'm just checking. Yeah. Amanda's booked me in for something.
Check the calendar.
I'm checking. So it's the only active thing. I'm not a gym goer, right? I don't go to the gym. I don't lift weights. I don't do any of that. But I'll play football occasionally. I will until my leg falls off. Essentially, my knee is giving way as it is. Okay, no confirmation on football so far. But I'll find out tomorrow. So, potential...
We'll put it in the maybe column.
Yeah, pencil Turtles and Tea in for Tuesday evening, people. Where me and Tanner can just talk about the turtle layer that randomly turned up at our houses. We definitely didn't order that. We're too expensive. We can't be supporting... We're sending the wrong message to NECA, we are. Ridiculous people. And we can also talk about what we would like to see in 2024. That is for sure. But, Jay, where can we find you online? You have... You're on YouTube, maybe? I think so. I can't remember.
I think I might be. And thank you to the 1,500 people that have just subscribed. So I have hit the 1,500 mark this week. So thank you to everybody.
Celebrate those milestones, my friend. Always.
But if you are new, you can find me here on YouTube at Jay's Toy Collection UK, on the road to 2K, then in 2024. And I will be live for This Week in Toys Friday night, recapping all the G.I. Joes in all my usual details.
Yeah, so people forget, right? So obviously, if you guys are regular viewers of Legends and Liquor, you are clearly familiar with these people on screen. Jay does his own live stream, which is a very similar sort of just toy hangout with us, like whoever's on stream. The missus gets involved. He does it every other Friday, right, Jay? So every other Friday, you do the same.
Yeah, the opposite Friday. Yeah. The opposite Friday to Legends and Liquor, so the missus only has to see me online once every weekend. So it'll be our regularly scheduled interval this coming Friday.
Yes, so please go and subscribe to Jay's Toy Collection. I'll put the link in the chat, people. So go and subscribe to Jay, and it will be live this Friday night for some long-form content.
Jay, I'll come out and say it. I was very disappointed you didn't do a live commentary watch-along for Elimination Chamber yesterday morning. That was perfect prime time to do it. Early morning for us. It was a good show.
I figured half my American audience would be in bed, so there wouldn't be any people watching. So I just watched it relaxed on the sofa.
Do you know what? Because you weren't streaming, Jay, like I have not even seen any of the results. Like it's just not been. I've not seen any spoilers. I genuinely have not a clue what happened at Elimination Chamber. Not a clue. But Tanner said it was good. Was it good?
It was good, yeah. There's only 4 matches on the whole show, so they are long matches. But
5 if you count the pre-show.
Yeah, I don't count.
To be honest with you, I read a stat. You say there are long matches. Sorry, Jay. Out of a 4 or 5 hour show, there was only an hour and a half of actual wrestling on the show.
That is mad. The first Elimination Chamber is still held in high regard for me, but I was always disappointed with the fucking winner. Who was the winner of the first Elimination Chamber, Jay?
Shawn
Of course
Michaels
it
in
fucking
brown
was.
pants
In
because he
brown-
didn't have his
Fucking
luggage
ridiculous.
got lost. So,
Kane
so
was
he's been
running
immortalised
riot.
in figure form.
Kane was running riot. Chris Jericho was in that as well. Booker T, and then fucking Shawn Michaels returns and wins the Elimination Chamber. Well annoyed. It's why I dislike the guy to this day. I was like, who is this old geezer coming back? And then he wins the Elimination Chamber. Not good enough. Not good enough. Sorry, Mark. Over to you, my friend.
Not a problem. I don't like Shawn Michaels either for that.
Yeah!
Yeah! No, not a problem. Yes, you can find me on YouTube as well at Tac Tac Toys, and this Thursday with Dan and Tom on Joe's and Juice.
Right,
Yeah.
I'm putting Mark's links in the chat as well, people. All right, subscribe to Mark. Mark is quicker with the news in this toy game than I ever am. If there's toy news, Mark would have a video up that same day telling you everything he knows. All right, so I get my news from Mark Tac Tac, so you should do the same and subscribe to him on YouTube. Mark Tac Tac Toys with Film. Link is again in the description and in the live chat. So whether you're watching live now or on the replay, you know these faces. You see them every week on Legends of Liquor. Support them on their own endeavours and get some more good content from these people. All right, but this is only Group 1. We're back with another Group 2, but Group 2 only has 4 people in it, so it's a nice, quiet, more intimate setting for Group 2. But we will be racing some ducks for Season 3 as always. All right, so you guys get out of here, and I will catch you on the next one. All right, I'll see you in a bit.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Right, those guys are going. So of course you know how Legends of Liquor works. This is just the brief interlude. Please feel free to go and get yourself a drink, as I will do. I've got another Koppelberg in the fridge ready to go because this one has run out, and we will do that all over again with Group 2. Now Group 2 is Jamie, of course, the Quack Commissioner. Craig, will Craig be on time? We will find out. Rush and Alexi as well will be joining us again. So there is space if you are a channel member at the Members Club tier who's live right now going, do you know what, Dan? Fuck it. I want to be on the show right now. And then now's your opportunity. We are live here on a Sunday afternoon in the UK. If you want to jump on, please do. Probably another hour and a half chatting toys, and then we're going to race some ducks. So, yeah, Group 2, start sending me those fresh DMs. I'm just going to go and get a top up of my drink. Don't go anywhere. Just go and get yourself a drink, and we'll meet back here in a minute, all right? I promise you. See you in a sec. Told you it wouldn't take long. Did my graphics freeze for everybody else? When I jump to this screen, does it like freeze? It freezes on Streamlabs, and now it works. But it froze a minute ago, right? Don't know what's going on, but there's my other 2 little screens anyway. They always freeze on me. Don't know what's wrong with them. But anyway, I'm here. Right, Group 2. Let's do this. Let me get you the link out to yours via Instagram. If you are joining us, please let yourself be known in the chat to say hello. I will say hello back at you. Again, that's how live streaming works. We are here live. Join in with the conversation. Recapping the week that was in toys, as we did have a Legends of Liquor last weekend as well. But smack bang in between was a Marvel Legends live stream. So we have got lots of new Marvel Legends to discuss and talk about. So that is what we are doing. Right. And we had Toddy Mac figures, of course. And a Mezco sort of panels as well, it seems. Oops, I've put the link in the wrong place. My bad. And send that. Right, let's go back to that. Right, fresh DM from there. Fresh DM there. Fresh DM there. And then, of course, Craig hasn't DM'd me, so I'm going to have to search for Craig now. Craig's Nostalgic Collection. Dots in between, of course, cannot forget. And I'll send him the DM myself. There you go. DM sent to Craig. All right, so that is it, right? Just 4 for Group 2, unless someone else wants to pop in. Right, okay. Oh, Christopher Allen says hello. Hello, Christopher Allen. How are you this evening? Hope you are well. Justin says, yes, it froze. Yes, it froze. Okay, thank you. So it froze. It froze. I don't know why. My graphics are golden. It's Streamlab being annoying. But at least the stream didn't freeze. That would be more annoying. Okay. Shall I remind you why these guys... I'm waiting for these guys to come in. I think a couple are in the green room right now. Let me just remind you, we are going to be racing some ducks this week as well. So yes... G.I. Joe live stream on Thursday, so I will be live on Thursday night as I always am, but this time it's a Joe's and Juice cross-pollination as we will recap all of the Joe reveals just like we do with Legends. We will be doing that this Thursday. And where is my XL? There it is. Right, where is it gone? There it is. Right, so this is the current Duck Race table leaderboard. If you want to be a part of the nonsense, we race ducks all year long. We're in season 3. Greg Finstad is the current champion. He won season 2. Jamie Gitchard, who's now the commissioner, is another former champion. We are in early stages of season 3 with Little Leaf Creations holding strong at top with 16 points. But these are the other people that have got points so far. Remember, it's still early. Still early. You could run a whip race today and jump straight to the top. Do you know what I mean? Paul McCarthy watching from his brand new home with a rum and coke in his hand. He could get 10 points today and jump straight to the top. Do you know, that's how close it is. Still plenty of opportunity to be a part of this duck race. Christopher Allen, another one. Got some points on the board. He just said hello to me. 10 points could be his today. He could jump straight to the top as well, all right? Still anybody's game. All you got to do is be a channel member, all right? I don't take it from the chat anymore. That was far too stressful, but I did it for nearly 2 years, so you forgive me. Now, if you are a channel member, you are automatically included in every single duck race. That means even if you cannot watch and be here live as a channel member, you can still be a part of the nonsense even on the replay, all right? You can watch this stream whenever you want, in the comfort of knowing I'm a channel member, I support the channel, I'm going to be a part of the duck race. At any tier, you can just be showing love and you are in on the duck race, all right? So get involved. The channel membership tier, showing love, is cheaper than a super chat. So get involved, all right? That's how you do it. Right, I think we got 3 in the chat. We're still missing 1. You can guess which one it is. I delayed for ages then as well, thinking by the time I shut up talking, he'd be here. He still isn't here. But oh well, he'll turn up eventually. First and foremost, we got Alexi. Your boy's got toys. How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. Can you guys hear me?
We can. Doing good. Next to you, we got Rush. Rush, how you doing?
Doing good, sir.
How's your new YouTube fame going? 1,000 views in a matter of days? That's beating me.
Actually,
to get 1,000 views.
Actually, the X-Men video just passed, I believe, over 2,000.
Oh, you're just showing off now, Rush. You're just showing off. Right, let me find Rush's YouTube channel so I can show you again. Right, while I'm doing that, Jamie can say hello. Jamie, the Quack Commissioner, how you doing? Quacking? That's a good thing, right? That's a good adjective.
Well, I was going on a play on words like cracking, but...
Oh, okay, yeah, I get it. I'm with you now. Sorry.
I got it, Jamie. I got it.
Yeah,
that was good.
Have you got any ideas for the gimmick for... Because we haven't spoke, really. So have you got any ideas for the gimmick for the race later today?
So I do have one idea in that the ducks are a bit tired.
Okay.
Like the duck trainers have been on me saying that the ducks have been going too hard.
Okay.
So today we're going to race toys.
We're going to race toys? Oh, okay, interesting. So you're switching up the duck race to a toy race. So if people don't know what that is about, they're in for a treat. They are in for a treat. I will set that up a little bit later. Right, I'm just getting... Is Craig in the chat? Is Craig even here, people?
He was here in the chat earlier.
So where the hell is he?
I definitely saw him in the chat.
Does he do this to us on purpose? I think
it's like the Phantom.
He does, doesn't he? Like I'm trying to run a semi-professional YouTube show here. Professional.
Maybe Greg's got him tied up somewhere.
I use the term professional very loosely, but you know what I mean. I'm trying to find... My YouTube is being annoying as shit.
Yeah, he was commenting earlier. He agreed with Tom.
Oh, there it is. Right, it is now. Yeah, 2.3 views. Bloody hell. Killing it. All right, there you go. So Rush. Collecting Rush. Let's go to the main page here. I haven't even seen the second video yet, Rush. All right, here we go. Look at his heart. He's firing. He's already got the second one up. Look at that. So
posted on Friday.
There you go. 2024 Collection Room Tour Part 1 X-Men Edition. 2,000 views in 7 days. For the first video on YouTube, bravo, my friend. I remember my first video probably still doesn't have that many views after 6 years. So bravo. Great start. And then Part 2 is all about the Avengers. Again, I do love seeing other people's setups, and I say it all the time. Rush has one of the best Marvel Legends setups, full stop, period. Go and check it out. Rush's new channel. Let's get some subscribers up. I always support these guys with their endeavours. I'm linking in the chat right now. Go and subscribe if you haven't already.
Just done it there.
Rush. There you go. You subscribed? You in?
No, I just linked the. I'm already subscribed.
Oh, you already linked it. Oh, you're a good man. You're a good man. Right, let me pin it to the top again. Right, I pinned it to the top. Pinned it to the top.
And Dan, since you helped me with this and everything, here's a nice exclusive.
Okay.
2 days ago, I put a poll up asking everyone what they want as the next video, and the winner was Spider-Man. So exclusive, just to you. It's going to be Spider-Man.
So Part 3.
The Marvel villains came very close. I think Spider-Man only beat the Marvel villains display by like 3 votes.
There you go. You know what your next one will be after that then. Easy. You're lining them up. You're lining them up. Right, since Craig has fouled down a while or something, he's probably with Abnubla somewhere. We don't know. We did set a trap for him. He probably fell for it, to be fair. You know, we just put some leaves over the hole and he's down there now with Abnubla. Alexi, start us off. What toys you been buying?
Yeah, I actually have quite a few pickups. Some old, some new. One evil and a couple blue. So, yeah. First off,
Kristoff, front and center on the display. I'm just looking over your shoulder.
That's my
Rich is going to be very proud.
Thor/Asgard display, and I wasn't going to collect Thor figures, and here I have a whole shelf now. So, so I sympathize with Tanner. My Mezco Doom also had a boo-boo. Not as severe as yours. The knee pad came off, and it's just held on with glue. So. Shout out to BBTS. They were amazing, as everyone already knows. And I just sent it back, and they sent in a replacement for me. So, so I got Mezco Doom, but he was a pickup last or 2 Legends and Liquors ago. So I'm gonna open him up. Another Mezco that I just got in is Morbius. A lot of people slept on this figure, and they're starting to realize how good he is. So shout out to my mom and her husband Tony. Thank you for getting me this for my birthday, and I would show you the actual figure, but I've already got it up in the display. You can see it there. So
it looks like he's DJing.
Thank you so much. He's DJing scientifically. It's a pretty it's a difficult thing to do. Yeah, so Morbius, awesome. And then another last Mezco that I picked up is an older one as well, and I did pull him out of the box already. It's Darkseid. There are so few Darkseids. Well, I guess now technically there are several, because you've got like the Storm Collectables Darkseid from Injustice. You've got the old DCUC, which is kind of the favored one. You've got the Mezco, and then I think there's one more, the Beast Kingdom Darkseid. But they're all really wonky in scale, and it's a huge variation. And I already knew that the Mezco was a pretty solid figure, figuratively and literally, because he's made of polystone, similar to Doom and the die-cast metal. But light up effects, arch nemesis of any DC hero in the universe. So I had to have him, and a really good version of him is the Mezco. And actually, Jay's Toy Collection UK kind of enabled me when he showed off his Mezco collection, and he had him there, and it just looked perfect. So shout out to you, Jay. I look forward to showing each other our pre-orders for the Batman the Animated Series. It's going to be fun.
He is absolutely getting them. You're not wrong.
Yeah,
you're not wrong.
100%. And then let's move on to my favorite toy company, Medicom Mafex. I got the Spider-Man Far From... Well, it's No Way Home, but it's his black and red suit, which he wore for most of Far From Home. Yeah. He was on sale on AmiAmi.com, my favorite import website, for $58. So I got this, and then I also got this for $58 as well, because on sale.
That's the Mezco too. Oh, Mafex, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, this is the Mafex Rescue. I don't collect a ton of MCU, but like I said, she was on sale and it was my birthday week and I had a couple drinks in me and, one thing leads to another and Gwyneth Paltrow is showing up on your doorstep. So I like it. I'm going to pose her with the Mark 85 from Mafex that I have, and they're going to do their little spiral duo date blaster thing. Happy to have her for a cheaper price. And then a new old Mafex that just came out. I have the Carnage reissue. This thing, I got one originally because they're expensive. Well, when I was buying them, they were pretty expensive at the time, and they're kind of rare. So I was afraid to play with it because I didn't want to break it, and then it would be like they were going on the aftermarket for almost $300 or more, and I was like, I don't want to chance it. So it was really cool to pick up the reissue. I'm going to check it out, and then if this one feels sturdy and the way that Mafex has been reissuing a lot of figures lately, then I'll probably play it with him often and then sell the old one and then maybe pick up a reissue if it breaks. I don't know. We'll see.
Very nice. Does look great. I do like that Cletus Cassidy head in there as well.
Yeah. The accessories in that thing are phenomenal. I mean, you guys are kind of getting, when I say you guys, I mean Legends in general. They're kind of getting there because a lot of the Carnages have really cool effects. The one they just showed off had that blade effect on the arm, right?
Yeah, it does. And it's got the updated sculpted detail on there as well to match the rest of the body, which is a nice touch.
Yeah. The Mafex one is really specific to like Mark Bagley era. So, that's their thing, though, comic.
It goes great with the Venom and the Spider-Man they've already got out, don't they? So it's a great trio.
Yep. That they've already got out, and this guy already has. So a couple other older figures. In fact, the rest of these are kind of circle backs to pick up. But I got the DC Icons Cyborg. This figure I originally got in a 10-pack, and it was all of their figures, all of their Justice League figures. It was while DC Icons was on the way out, so their QC was like floor level. They were just trying to package as much of their items and then get them out to sell. So I got a 10-pack, had 0 accessories. The QC was super poor. Aquaman's leg broke off like right out of the package.
Oh dear.
Superman's followed. I did not have any kryptonite in my house whatsoever.
Cleared it out before you arrived.
Yeah.
You're a good host.
And then same thing with this Green Lantern. The one that I got was in that 10-pack, had 0 accessories. This thing I got at East Bay Comic-Con along with Cyborg a couple weekends ago, and it was for a solid price for how old the figures are. I think David Evans Smith commented when I posted that I picked him up, like, "What year is it?" Because these are like 10 years old at this point. So
he's just an old man ignoring him. He shouts stuff like that all the time.
Yeah. So love this guy. I want a great representation in 6-inch of the Justice League on my shelf. So you got to chase down stuff where you can get it. And then finally, we have arrived to the Legends pickups. A newer, older figure that I got was also at the Comic-Con, and that would be the Jessica Drew and Super Skrull. I don't know, is this guy Super Skrull or just King Skrull or something?
No, he's Super Skrull. He's got the powers of Illuminati.
Okay, yeah. So the Super Skrull and Spider-Woman 2-pack, got them at the con. I actually didn't have the original Spider-Woman, so she's probably going to stay in her Jessica Drew look. In fact, I have her on the Shield versus Hydra shelf, so I don't even know if I'm going to use that Skrull Queen head sculpt, like maybe in some pictures. This is number 4 or 5 for Skrulls, and I actually got that Diamond Select, Marvel Select Super Skrull for $15 from the Disney store, so I'll have a nice big one to go up against Giant Man when he gets here too. Picked up the Yelena Belova comic version, but any eagle-eyed viewer will realize, like the only thing that's original from her release is the chest, the head, neck, and then the accessories.
So what body is it?
So these are the Shriek arms and the Shriek torso and lower body.
So you've just popped and heated and popped and switched. So simple as that.
Yeah, just heat and pop. Everything fits together nicely. She would not have been able to be in this pose if it was the original body. What happened was I used the Shriek body originally for a super articulated Black Widow, and then Hasbro gave us one. So I had this super articulated Kit Bash Black Widow, and I was like, oh, I'm just going to put her on the Elena Belova, but now I have this disgusting freak Frankenstein like Black Widow because all of the spare parts have been put together on her
torso.
Yeah. So she's usually just a casualty in a display because no one wants to see her standing. And then lastly, I got something else for my Thor shelf that I missed on the original run.
Enchantress.
Enchantress, pretty old figure. I don't even remember.
She was in
the
a Doctor Strange Dormammu Build-A-Figure wave.
That's right. Yeah. She was in the Dormammu wave. The same Dormammu that came in the Comic-Con exclusive pack, but then they recolored it and released it as a Bast.
That's very true, yes. The Book of Ashanti.
Yeah. So I never got her, and like I said, I have a Thor shelf now, so I was like, I guess I should get Enchantress. Yeah.
You need Lady Sif.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy
from the A-Force box set.
Yeah, again, not chasing down those exclusives. So if and when they release Lady Sif, I'll probably pick her up.
If anyone out there in the universe has got a Lady Sif, then hit Alexi up.
Yeah. I got a Mythics Carnage.
Hercules maybe could go. Oh, you got a Hercules. You got the classic Avengers.
Oh, I got Herc back here. Yeah, I got
Ares. Is Ares on there?
I don't have Ares. I've got Malekith. Christ Star is obviously a Asgardian staple.
Could Lady Loki? She's came on a retro card as a separate release.
Was she comic version?
Yeah, comic one, and relatively cheap as well. She came on a single packed grey card. Lady Loki,
Sif, and was there one more you said?
I'm just looking at my.
Do you have Odin?
Yeah, Odin, the builder.
No, Odin. Yeah, I did want to get an Odin. I had a chance, but he was pretty pricey.
You got Angela on that shelf?
Yeah.
Beta Ray Bill?
I've got the new version of Beta Ray Bill. Angela, I don't have. Angela's pretty hard and kind of outdated. So I was surprised that Enchantress stood so well. She didn't have a problem at all. But
what about Gore?
I'm down.
Gore's
I didn't get Gore because I felt like that figure was kind of whack overall.
If you just stand him still and look at him from a distance,
that's on me.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, to go along with Gore, you also need Boar. Thor's grandfather, but he was exclusive as well.
I don't have that one either myself. To be fair, that came in the.
Yeah, that Boar is like super hard to find, isn't it? Not hard to find, but expensive.
AliExpress had him for a little bit. That's the one you can get, relatively cheap, Alexi. Literally, I can get this now for like £6.
Nice.
So yeah, that one's more accessible than the others because the others we mentioned are all exclusive. Or Angela, like you said, is quite elusive. It's been a while.
David Evans Smith in the chat says track down Hela.
Yeah, Hela.
Yeah, I actually have an MCU Hela in my display just because the San Diego Comic-Con one is like so expensive on the aftermarket.
Yeah. Didn't Hela also come in that exclusive pack? Wasn't she in like the Comic-Con exclusive?
Only one to get.
Yeah.
You can't. She never. Comic Hela never came out anywhere else. I don't have Comic Hela either. For that, I've got a couple of different versions of Thor. But other than that, no, I think you're doing all right. You can definitely get a nice little, as you can see for yourself from behind you, you can definitely build a nice little setup. And you've got the MCU version of.
Yeah, I felt like he could.
He works. Yeah, no, he works.
Yeah,
for sure. Looks good.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good.
That's all my pickups.
Very nice. Wow, you can see we've got some new faces that have joined us in the call while Alexi was talking. Craig finally joined us. You all right, Craig?
Yeah, I'm all right, Dan. How are you?
We're all good. We worried you fell down the well.
I wish I was jumping down a bloody well after being at work. Yeah.
You're home
I didn't
now?
finish work. I was at work an extra hour, so not good fun really. When you've got things planned and you're like, don't really want to have to stay.
Look, we all got to work to buy all these figures, my friend. So it's all part of the sacrifice. But you're not the only one who's joined us, Mr. the Sucker himself. And no, it's not Booker T. It's Northern Nomad. Look, it's your own fault. You're shaking your head, but this is your own fault. You started this in everyone's chats. It is Northern Nomad.
I own my shit. That's fine.
That's fine. Right, Dave, how you doing? You doing good?
Yeah, I'm good. All things considered. So
good, man. Well, I'm glad you could join us to talk some toys. All right, so let's go around the board and see what everyone's been buying. Rush, refer it to you. I know it's only been a week, so I doubt you have much. But I know you've been trying to pick up the Legends wave. So have you finished? Have you sorted?
No, I haven't gotten anything else in. So waiting on the Nemorita pre-order, And seeing that the X-Men 97 Wave 2 is dropping early from some places, like I'm on the lookout for Executioner, of course.
I think Amazon's on that list. Executioner's one on Amazon that was due like tomorrow. So have a look. Amazon.
You can pick him up. He won't be delivered until like March 4th, so like end of the week. So, but beyond that, no, I haven't gotten anything else in. Just waiting for things to get here. Of course, being in Florida, we're the last ones to get anything, so it's just waiting.
Look, it's fine. We can use this opportunity instead to plug away at Rush, his new YouTube channel, Collecting Rush. All right, he's got 2 videos on the channel, both showing off that epic
working
collection.
on episode 3.
I really like the format you did as well, by the way. They're showing them off. I like the black and white pictures you posted on Instagram to sort of highlight what's what, and you break it down. So I do like the voiceovers. I do think you're doing a very good job. So I do think this series, if you will, call it a series, could put them in a playlist, and it could be the collection. But I do think this series is going to do really well. So yeah, I will definitely watch that Avengers video shortly. Because again, like, even though I feel like I know your collection, I really don't, because I only see it at distance or from pictures that you can only zoom in a certain amount. So I do like investigating to see what's on there. So yes, people, it is linked right now to the top of the chat. So if you're on the replay, if you're here live right now, you got no excuse. Go and subscribe and check out the collection, Collecting Rush on YouTube. Nice and simple. It's Collecting Rush everywhere on all.
Yeah, it's like. It's funny. It's like Wednesday. I went to like Tuesday night and had like 287 views. By like Wednesday afternoon, it was like 1,500. I'm like, whoa!
The algorithm's got it.
Surprised with that, but
algorithm got
at the same time, it's like I got a lot of like Instagram followers as well, all from the Philippines. So apparently, my video hit big in the Philippines. So that's where a lot of subscribers came from.
Look,
so
once the algorithm
thank you,
gets
international
caught,
people.
Yeah, once the algorithm catches on the algorithm, no one understands the algorithm. It's a mystical thing. No one even. I'm not even going to pretend I know how it works. But once it catches wind, it can do all right. And I do think collection videos always do very well. So, and it's a nice thumbnail as well, showing off the big collection behind you. So, yeah, hopefully the videos stay consistent, because I think for a brand new YouTube channel, like, that's a great number for 2,000 video. As I said, my first video on YouTube probably still doesn't have that amount of views. Shall we check? Hang on, let me bounce back. Let's actually check that just for shits and giggles. Does anyone want to take a guess what my first video on YouTube has got view wise?
489.
He said that's so specific. It's like I think you know the answer.
I actually don't.
Right, let's have a little look. View my channel. I can view it in order of views as well. Okay.
1,283.
Is that what it is? Have you already found it?
No, I haven't looked.
Oh, you can't look on anymore. I have to go to my my analytics page. Right, I'm just curious myself now, so I can't move on until I find out. Right, I can view by views, can't I? Filter.
It's 1.3K. I just went to your oldest videos.
Oh, there you go. Why can I do that?
No idea.
Oh no, I can now. So my first video on YouTube is correct. Yes. So Rush, I was correct. So Rush. So after 6 years on YouTube, my video isn't even virtually half of the videos you've got on your first video. So you're on the right track, my friend. Don't take any advice from me. You clearly know what you're doing better than me, all right? So
hey, I will take all advice from you. With your support, it's like this wouldn't be possible. It's like, if you remember, I've been talking about making this video for going on like 2 years, because it's pretty much knowing how I want to do it, but not knowing anything about video editing, figuring out how to do it. So for most part, past couple months, I've just been watching like every single different type of person talking about the DaVinci Resolve program is what I use. So it's like just learning what I can do, then actually just doing it.
You'll get better with each video. You can't learn how to swim without getting in the water, my friend. So just diving in, figuring that out as you go on YouTube is the best way to do it. So fair play, my friend. Bravo. Good numbers so far. Right, let's move on to Jamie then, the Quack Commissioner. It's only been a week, Jamie, but have you been buying any new toys you want to talk about?
I've been buying quite a bit, to be fair.
Okay, show us then.
Some of the stuff hasn't come yet, so I did managed to get the soggy Alpha Flight set from
Rub your camera. Give your camera a little rub. It looks like you're all blurry. Wiggle your head. See if it will focus. There you go.
It's the focus, yeah. Yeah, I managed to get the soggy Alpha Flight set, but it hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, that's a great set for £30. 5 figures. That's less than £10 a figure. Puck's in it as well. Great set for £30.
So I've been on a bit of an Avatar: The Last Airbender hype.
Okay, so are we looking at McFarlane? Are you about to hold up some McFarlane stuff?
So the one of them's McFarlane, the rest is Best Action, and they've all just fallen. So this is the McFarlane upper.
Oh, nice. Do you know what? Do you know, I'm an idiot, by the way, because when you just said Avatar, my brain went to James Cameron. So ignore me. I'm wrong.
Have you watched the show yet, Jamie?
Yes, I have. It was okay. It's different, but so
we only watched the first episode. No spoilers.
No spoilers. It's fine. So I got the Best Action Katara to go on upper. Got her brother Sokka. And Aang, obviously, needed the main character. And then I decided that one collection of Avatar figures wasn't enough. I already had the McFarlane ones. So I decided to go into the Diamond Select ones too.
Oh, I didn't even know Diamond Select did them. Are they old?
Fairly, like 3 or 4 years old, I think.
Oh, okay. So
not
still obtainable without breaking the bank. Yeah.
Well, I mean, that figure, Katara, was one that I've been wanting for a while and haven't been able to find for a decent price. And then she went on Amazon for like £30 odd, so I pulled the trigger. I've got her brother coming from Big Bad Toy Store, which worked out like £20, including delivery.
Oh, happy days.
Which was pretty good because it was like 45 on Amazon UK. And then I've got Aang and Azula coming as well. Which I got the pair for 20 quid on eBay.
Very nice.
And then our conversation on the extra show about the Spider-Man pack.
Yeah.
I ended up backtracking and getting this.
Of course you did.
It didn't take me long.
Yeah. Now you're ready for them. Yeah.
But I think that's it.
Makes sense. I do apologise. I can't really talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm not familiar with it at all. I know what it is, but I don't know anything about it apart from some
it's definitely a generational thing.
Yeah, Brandon really liked it. Brandon would talk about it a lot. So yeah, Brandon's better off talking about that than
it's
me.
Epic.
Yeah, it's something I probably would watch if I had time. Just time.
Well, they've got the live action show on Netflix, so
yeah, I'm probably more likely to watch the live action. Weren't there a film though, and the film was terrible?
The film is awful.
We don't talk about the film.
Okay, that's M. Night, right? I like M. Night, but apparently that's shit. Yeah, okay. I won't watch the film. Right, let's go down to Craig. Craig, it's only been a week, my friend, but again, as toy collectors, we always buy something. Have you got something to show off?
Wow.
That was very sinister.
I have actually.
That was very sinister.
I got paid for it, and I think I've spent the majority of it. It is on its way, a lot of stuff, but I'll talk through that in a minute. First things I got though that I was waiting for on Thursday was these two bad boys talking about retros.
Mate, I'm right there with you. Do you reckon this?
Hell yeah!
Have I chose wisely? Do you reckon? It's a wise choice, or I'm an idiot?
Should have gone with the yellow cards.
No. I've got Beast.
Come over to the X-Men.
I've got Beast. I'm all right. Yeah. No, they look great. That was my first ever Wolverine figure right there. The yellow stripe one.
Someone on Facebook on Marvel Legends UK was selling his all his retro collection off, and them two was in it, including the one that I've already got, the Weapon X.
Hell yeah!
And I picked up them two Wolverines basically for 60 quid rather than paying 60 quid for each one.
Very nice.
So bargain there, but obviously that's going to look nice on the wall with these two as well.
I do like the Wolverine collection you're building there with the retro figures. It's very nice.
Yeah, this one is the obviously the European card, the Tycho.
Yeah.
That they re-released, but yeah, I think they all look great together. But I need to get the proper protectors. But luckily, I had these spare Star Wars ones.
They're on the DC collector. What's it called?
Yeah, I've seen them. I need to order them, but
Let me just show the chat before we move on, because people genuinely ask me this question all the time. So it's just a natural opportunity for me to show it off. This is the place I get all my cards from. They're called DC Deflector deflectorc.co.uk. I'll put the link in the chat if anyone's curious. But I do get asked all the time what display cases do I buy for my Spider-Man figures, and they do picking everything, people. They literally do display cases for everything. I've literally emailed recently asking them to do one for my Iron Man retro card, because I don't have a card for that yet, and they're custom making it. So they will literally do anything. Loads of retro stuff. And if you literally go to themes, go down to Marvel. If my mouse will want to work. See, look how much they do. They do fucking loads. It's ridiculous. Marvel. There you go for Spider-Man, the new animated series. Look at this. They already
starting lineup in a case.
Yeah. they do the cards for what I've just brought. So they do them for the X-Men as well. So you'll be able to get them.
I've seen them, so sure. They're in my basket.
But I know what I'm getting Alexi for Christmas now. He wants a mint on card starting lineup.
Yeah.
Where is that actually? There it is. Hang on, let me come back to that. There you go. Mint on card. If you want a mint on card LeBron James, you can get yourself a nice protective case for that. The card is £6, probably more than the thing going for right now.
They even do Doctor Who ones on there.
Honestly, they do everything. If there's a figure in your collection you want protected, go and check them out. All right, back to Craig. That wasn't sponsored, by the way.
And then I have got. Is it Buzzer's coming?
Yeah, we just paid the invoice for Buzzer. Yeah, still waiting for a Ripper.
He's incoming. Hopefully, I'm hoping they'll put a thing up tomorrow, saying he's on his way. And then I've also did an order on Star Action figures. I took advantage of the sales. I missed 2 figures that I really wanted because I was at work as usual. But I missed the White Ninja and I missed the black original bats that I wanted. I wanted some more of them, so I missed them. But then I thought there's other stuff on there that I wanted anyway. So I've ordered Kamakura, G.I. Joe, and then Power Rangers. I've ordered 2 Tanga Warriors. The Minotaur and King Sphinx went back up.
Yeah, this is Star Action figures I'm showing right now.
£7 for that King Sphinx. So, you know, when he was originally, 30, 40 quid. So
yeah,
I was happy with that. And then I've also got a parcel coming from our friend Mark Tac.
I've heard of him.
It's the retro Deadpool that I said to him. I said, he went, I've got retro Deadpool. Do you want it? And I was like, yes, I would love him for my carded wall. And then 2 weeks later, Everywhere decided to re-release it. And I went to Mark. I went, I'll still have yours because yours is the original one. And then I might just buy the re-released one to put on the shelf because I never brought him. So, you know, I could do with a shiny another Deadpool on the shelf maybe. I've also just ordered NECA Street Dio, which is going to go into the display behind me.
Where'd you order that from?
I ordered it from Whole Shebang because I can pay Klarna, which is easier for me. I ordered that, and thanks to Mark and Tom for pointing it out, I've also ordered what was the one they said? General something. I don't remember.
General Hawk.
Hawk, yes, that's it. General Hawk. I've ordered him as well. I thought, he's in stock, might as well. So, but I've just been I just went through Hasbro and I've just been seeing like all the dates have changed again on a lot of Joes. So, you know, and then I've just looked at my April pre-orders list and just gone, I might have to cancel after.
Yeah, there's a date in April. If I get on my spreadsheet, I won't get it up now on screen because I don't want to reveal how much I spend on shit. But there's a date in April in the UK where if all the pre-orders hit...
It's the 10th.
Yes, okay, so the 10th of April in the UK, if all the Marvel Legends and G.I. Joe pre-orders hit that date like they originally are, you're looking at like a £700 bill. Like, if they all hit, which is insane.
The X-Men wave's due on the 10th of April. You've got G.I. Joe, the Retro Duke and Scarlet, and the Techno Viper, the Airborne as well. and obviously Hawk, if you had him on pre-order as well, was due then.
There's loads,
and
man.
then
There's loads.
obviously Wolverine and Psylocke pack as well.
Most of the 4 packs are due in that same week. It's a crazy week.
Yeah,
I'll talk about it if that date doesn't get changed, because people need to know about that shit, because that type of stuff needs to be spaced out more. Because the Legends team always try and consciously put a pre-order every other week or every week to spread out the pre-orders. But in this day and age, especially in the UK, I don't know how much you guys do this in the US, but I will put a pre-order in, but I don't actually have to pay for that until it ships. So, like, even if the pre-orders are spread out every one a week for a month, if those dates are all still going to ship on the same day, I'm still having to pay out for them all on that same day. So it's all. I know you could pay it monthly or whatever, but still, I'd rather the shipping dates were spread out, not necessarily pre-order dates. So yeah, that's just.
We'll have to go to Jay's house and
we'll go to Jay's house.
The well.
Yeah, it's fine. Right, let's go to David then, Mr. Northern Nomad. You haven't been on the stream for a while, my friend, so I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're still buying toys. What new toys have you got? Anything you want to show off?
I've been rebuilding up Marvel Legends gradually a little bit.
Any rules that you set yourself? Like any particular themes? X-Men, Avengers? What are you going for?
Some random characters here I built up. These are some various figures I got on the left side of my computer.
Looking good.
Yeah, just various ones that were, newer, different versions of other ones. Here's the villain side.
I like how you got them posed up, like all against each other as well. The villain's going up against the good guys, all lined up for battle. Like a crazy Secret Wars multiverse type of setup going on. I like it.
Kind of, yeah. That's kind of the feel. And then
great.
Over here I have a couple of DC Multiverse and some NECA aliens, Predator, Terminator, and RoboCop.
I love it. See, that's why I love the scale, when you can cross-pollinate the lines and they all just sort of look like they fit in the same world.
Down here I bought some other DC Multiverse. Here's the new Wonder Woman. This is the regular one.
Oh, nice.
I also got the platinum one with the blue bracelets over on my coffee table.
Very nice. We're after that in the UK. She's not hit yet, so we're jealous of that one.
This Dark Side is a DC Direct one. I forgot which specific DC Direct line, but he scales pretty well with DC Multiverse. So
yeah, fits in, looks good.
And just down here is some other ones I bought like in the last year or two.
Setups were great. Look at my shelf. I'm the same. I love a packed shelf, and that's exactly what they are. But you still pose them up really well as well. But I love that sort of good guy versus bad guys across your keyboard. The keyboard's the only thing stopping them from battling.
Yeah, I got to get my computer tower is about 9 or 10 years old now. After month end, I want to take it to 1 or 2 local shops to see about getting the internal hardware upgraded. So
I'm still on a tower. I think I will forever have a computer tower.
This is more or less my DC Multiverse Dark Knight stuff metal, and also like Joker Infected.
Do you know if you have your music on really loud, do those figures on top fall off?
You know what? This thing isn't even plugged in.
Oh, okay.
I had it. I plugged it in initially when I first got this place, and then I got the
bar,
what do you call it? Sound bar over there. So I just kept this more or less as a up top display, and I have most of these collectable figures up here.
Nice.
Oh, you have the Futures End Bat Joker. Nice.
So yeah. I got this Spectre. He's an old DC Direct one, because I know that new one in that one McFarlane Crisis, Infinite Crisis.
It's when the price went up, isn't it?
Yeah, the prices went up, and this guy, they redid this guy. He already sold out, so he looked cool. But I've got that one, so I'm good with it. Here,
I love it. There's just figures fucking everywhere. I fucking love it.
I rebought some old Marvel Legends.
Nice.
Very nice.
Well, some are baths and some are deluxes, but
most of the deluxes are just reissued baths anyway.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And then this is pretty much.
Where do you put your cup of tea? Look, that's your coffee table. But you got.
I just eat right here.
Nice.
I just eat and drink right here. And this little section here is DC Multiverse and Page Punchers, and then these guys are all legends.
Right, if I'd did that to a coffee table, then Amanda walked in, she'd go ape shit. But I love it. It looks so good.
Don't know that comes into mind. Dreading you knocking.
Oh, there you go. There
you go. These are more or less what do you call it? DC Multiverse mega figs that I haven't opened yet.
I want that Justice Buster. I still want that. That's good.
And then there's some other legends that I haven't opened yet.
Nice.
I love it. Every collector's got a pile. Fucking every collector has a pile of unopened stuff. It's just the curse of a collector.
Crystar?
Yeah. He's
already in the multiverse. He's already fighting away. Okay. He's already picked an allegiance.
Yeah. Team Crystar.
And then these are all for the most part Mattel DC Universe classics.
Love it.
Except for these Batman family. Well, some are still Universe classics, but there are like the Batman Arkham DC Directs too.
You have a very impressive DC collection. I do always remember that of yourself. But you're catching up with the Marvel for sure. But the DC stuff.
These guys were the DC Justice Society.
They're doing a conga.
Justice.
You don't make friends with salad. You don't make friends with salad.
Mostly DC collectibles, New 52. DC Direct Flashpoint.
I've always said on Legends of Liquor 1 week, instead of doing pickups, we should just go through other people's collections. And this is why, because I just love seeing everyone else's setups and stuff like that.
And as far as all of these packed up totes, they're mostly old NECA figures that I started collecting back during when COVID first started, and I just haven't gotten around to making more storage space and taking them out. So
epic collection, mate. I love it. I'd love to come and just actually see it in person and dissect it and see all the little Easter eggs and figures mixed up. I love it though. Very impressive. Chat likes it as well. Great stuff, Northern Nomad, says Jay. Justin says very impressive.
My place is a hole in the wall. Otherwise, you're more than welcome to come. But
just as long as you've got the keys and you can let me in, that's fine.
Yeah. Good one.
All right, very good. All right, let's go back round again and let's recap some of this legend stuff. So again, I might have talked to some of you already about some of these reveals, but let's just pretend for the audience we haven't. So of course, Legends had the live stream on Thursday or Tuesday. I keep saying the wrong day of the week. It was Tuesday, wasn't it? Because I streamed Tuesday. So lots of reveals. You know what they are. We've talked about them all week, but just for one last time before we move on from this live stream, what did you think? What did you like? What are you pre-ordering? Alexei, let's start with you, my friend. Marvel Legends recap. What you saying?
Man, I did something that I have not done in over a year. I pre-ordered Legend, isn't it? The whole Zabu wave.
Wow.
I pre-ordered the whole Zabu wave. Not because I want all of them, but because I definitely want Zabu. And actually, I didn't order Superior Spider-Man Mark 85 or Superior Iron Man Mark 85.
You don't need him for the That's fine.
Yeah, so I didn't order him, but I ordered all of the Zabu bath piece holders. I'm going to get rid of the red. I hope someone buys the Red Widow. And there's like a couple other that. Oh, yeah, you got it up right here. Yeah. Oh, the Wolfsbane. That's going to be an easy sell. I'm certain someone will buy that. I got a Thor shelf, so I'm probably going to keep the Black Winter.
It'll work,
yeah, and then Icarus, I think it just looks cool, so I'm going to hang on to him for a little bit. And then if I get bored with him or, like, I need the space or something, or they don't announce another Eternal in the next, like, year, then I'm just going to sell him.
Don't hold your breath.
Yeah. But he looks really good. Of the wave, he's probably, like, in my top three. It's got to be Cable, then Kazar, then Icarus. Cable, you know, when I first saw him, I was super excited. I'm really happy to have that version of Cable in a figure that I can play with. I talked about last time, I have the amazing Yamaguchi, but he just crumbles like a cookie. My version does. So I'm excited to get that. However, there are some things that people pointed out, like the boots are painted over just the blue, and it looks a little sloppy or like time crunched in some places, but I mean, I'm still going to get them anyway. So am I a shill? Do they suck? Is it a little bit of both?
You can buy Legends
Probably.
and like Legends without being a shill, for God's sake. Can we end this shill nonsense already, for God's sake?
I don't really care because I'm buying it. They can deliver it in a box that says shill all over it, and I'll still want it.
That was meant to be delivered to me, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. So of that wave overall, you know, like I said, I pre-ordered all of it except for Superior Iron Man. I might have gone for that Iron Man if they would have done some kind of chrome or silver color, but I know it's just a Mark 85 reuse, but like I said, still all silver or like all chrome or something would have gone a long way, especially for that design.
I'm not sure it is reused from an MCU figure. I do think it's new.
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Do you have the Mark 85 handy?
Yeah, I can grab the Mark 85. That's not the Mark 85. I promise you now. Let me get it.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's the Mark 85.
Let me go full screen for a second. The Mark Air, definitely not the same. For chat, if I'm wrong, just tell me I'm wrong. I don't mind. But let me get the right.
Maybe the chest, the torso looks like the stomach looks like Mark 85, and the legs.
It's different torso, different bout. There's no, the pattern on the legs looks different. Arms. No, it's different. It's not the Mark 85. It's new. It's unique. It's pinless as well. Oh no, it ain't. Is it?
Then I take it back.
I'm trying to find. Is it pinless?
I'll sell my Mafex collection.
Okay, arms are pinless. Legs have pins. So the legs is probably where you're going to get your.
Are you sure?
Okay, so the legs I think are reused. The legs I think are reused. If you look at the legs, you see the same patterns in the legs, and the pins are there. So I think the legs are where the reuse is. But I do think the further up you go, sorry, I'm trying to look at two screens. But I do think the torso is different.
Yeah.
What did the chat think? The chat can always correct me.
We got James says it's different. Justin says legs might be reused.
Legs definitely. If I just crunch the leg a little bit. Again, if it will focus for me, I do think the legs is where the reuse is, because that sculpted line that's painted blue. Yeah, that line that's sculpted blue is there. And they have the pins, and the knees have the same sort of pattern in there.
The boots are the same as well, like the feet.
Yeah, the boots are the same. So yeah, a little bit Mark 85, but there is a little bit of new there as well. So you're not wrong.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's using some of this guy as well.
Which one you're holding up?
The new comic Iron Man.
Oh, is that what he's got? My bad. Let me just look to that. What was it? Show it for the audience, Rush. There you go. Oh yeah, that's the Mark 70, isn't it? That's the Mark 70.
Because it looks like, especially the chest is reused. Everything's matching up perfectly with it. The collar, the two little dots above the circle, how the chest splits in half.
Could be a mix mash. It could be a combination. Who knows?
Honestly, the reuse doesn't bother me. It was just the color.
Yeah, I agree. The colour should be a little bit more silver. For me, if I think as a Superior Iron Man suit, I think more of a chrome. So, yeah, I agree. What about the Spider-Man?
Yeah, but
you got a little Spider-Man shelf behind you there. Are you not going to get Prowler?
I do. I am going to get Prowler. I never got to pick up the original issue of him. I tried to go back, but then I was like, we were just leaving the Bucky Cap style body, and then the larger one, like the Spider UK body. So I didn't really want to try to go back for him, but it doesn't look like this new.
No, this is completely pinless. This is new. It's nice.
Yeah. So I'm in. The cape, I just hope isn't too hard plasticky.
Yeah, you won't like the cape. You won't like the cape.
I'm cool to have the unmasked Hobie Brown head. Or is this Hobie Brown, the comic Prowler, right?
I think in the show, I think it's the same. Yeah, I could be wrong though. But there's a whole episode. Yeah, there's a whole episode where they do the backstory and everything.
Okay.
So
yeah, so he looks good. I'm definitely gonna pre-order him. Definitely a pickup. What was the other one? Not gonna pre-order the Morbius and Doctor Strange 2-pack just because I have the Walmart exclusive Doctor Strange and I just got that Mezco Morbius, so I'm okay without that 2-pack. The Shield 3-pack is a definite pickup for me. I've been wanting a Dum Dum Dugan forever. I grew up watching the animated series, so Nick Fury Sr. is what I really picture. I have a Nick Fury Sr. head on the Shield 2-pack Army Builder, the newer one that we have. But it'll be cool to get like a body and head specifically designed for each other and to be Nick Fury. So I'm excited for that. Not going to pick up that Fantastic Four, Wolverine, and Spider-Man. In this 3-pack, the Shield 3-pack, spoilers for a super old story, but at the end of Civil War, Sharon Carter shoots Captain America. Isn't that what she kind of looked like? Or am I making that up? With the darkened out eyes? Rush, can you help me out?
Yeah, Rush will know more than me.
I have that comic. Give me a moment.
He will find
that's out. That's what it makes me think of. Like Sharon Carter right before she kills Captain America at the end of Civil War. Spoiler alert. But other than that, I mean, it looks good. They made a dad bod Dum Dum Dugan body, so I'm excited for that to be unique. The other, I mean, I'm going to get Secret Empire Captain America. I'm going to get the new Falcon Cap because I never got any of the older versions. And I have like a Captain America shelf, essentially. And then the Zola 2-pack, Helmet Zemo is really my Zemo. I never really read anything with Heimlich unless it's like if I'm reading a really old issue of Captain America
I've seen the flashbacks more than reading the originals.
In like a pole bin or something, I'll like catch an issue with him. But I have that Zola from the second time that they issued him with Hydra Supreme. So I don't need this 2-pack. And the new helmet is great. And of course, Heimlich has a similar body to Helmet and Red Skull. So it's good is what I mean by that.
Go on, Jamie.
Doing a quick Google, Sharon looks like she's wearing like the Quake shield costume when she shoots Cap.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good to know. The Sharon costume, as much as people don't like it, is accurate. She did wear it in the comics with the open shoulders and the black shoes. So it is an accurate rendition of some appearance, just not the one people wanted, I suppose. But she is using the Black Widow body, so there's no doubt she's going to be able to pose and look great. So depending on what accessories she comes with, I think they may hype people up more, especially if there's an alternative head in there. Cheers, Jamie. All right, very nice. All right, let me bounce back out. Let's go across to Rush then. Rush, my friend, your thoughts on the Legends stuff?
I would love it. Was awesome. Like many people said, hyped for much of things they revealed. Running down the animated series 2-pack, passing on just because I'm not collecting any of those. Well, technically I got the Smites, but I have Doctor Strange. I've got 2 Morbiuses.
Yeah,
so
you'll get them if there's a new character that you haven't got represented. Yeah, that makes sense.
The 3-pack I'm gonna get because just like everyone else, loving the Dum Dum Dugan. Honestly, wish the Nick Fury Jr. would have been in the the Commander Rogers outfit instead of the standard Shield one because that's what he kind of wore in the comics. Sharon Carter, I still say that her eye makeup just makes her face look completely weird.
She looks evil.
So that's why I thought she looked evil. That's what it was, the eye makeup that was doing it. Yeah,
it's dark, isn't it? Very sinister.
The Wolverine Spider-Man 2-pack I'll probably get to help flesh out the Fantastic Four shelf that I have. The Zabu Build-A-Figure wave, I'm all in on all of that. I sent you a picture, Dan, of something on Instagram.
Okay, I'll go to have a look.
Because you and David Evan Smith were talking about Tiger's coloring. I think you can blame Ryan on that one.
Okay, so here's the picture.
He's a card collector.
So she has
so
got.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's an orange tint to this for sure. I'm not blind. I can definitely see an orange tint. But is she as orange as? Let's bounce to her picture. Where is she? So is that as orange as that?
Yeah. Without the shading. Yeah.
I still think it could have been darker.
Yeah,
That's all.
It looks similar.
If this had some darker shading, darker shadows or whatever, some darker dry brushing over the sculpted sort of fur, because you can see the legs are all brand newly sculpted furry legs. The texture on there is really nice. There seems to be a little bit of shade in there. Do you see it on like the calf? A little bit of darker. So maybe they did that was their initial intention, is to shade an orange base plastic and then like a brown sort of dry brush over the top of the sculpt, but for whatever reason that got missed or didn't happen. You know, sometimes they cut stuff last minute, and that would have looked more like that for sure.
Oh yeah. Again, so I've got a nice little custom, but my custom may go in with my Excalibur display, just because she ended up transferring that team later on, and with the shorter hairstyle. Everything else, again, Zabu and Kazar, I've got to figure out where to put them on my shelves.
Did you have the previous 3-pack?
Oh no, I had a chance to get the previous 3-pack for like $100 at one time, but I just kept on thinking to myself, it's like, I want a better looking one. I want a better looking one. And by the time I decided to actually get it, it was already sold off. So missed out on that, but I guess it was for the better. So yeah, again, there's only like maybe 7 characters that still from like Toy Biz and early Hasbro that they haven't redone yet. So Annihilus being one of them. So I'm just holding off. Dum Dum Dugan easily knocks off one of those redos that need to be done. When it comes to the Zola 2-packs, I've got the Toy Biz Heinrich, so that if they sold him on his own, I would have picked him up. But you know, this one will stand in because I don't need another Zola. I've got the one from the
to upgrade and then sell what you don't need.
Yeah, it seems like nowadays a lot of people do that. So selling off the unwanted figures is getting harder and harder to actually do. So it's like
if you're patient, you're not wrong, but if you're patient and just not after that quick, same day, like, if you just leave it, it'll get picked up eventually if you're not in a rush. No pun intended.
Yeah. Yeah, as I was saying though, unfortunately, it's like here in Florida, we get all the figures last. So it's like California, if Alexia and everything, you guys got it good over there. It's like you guys get in, then like a month or month and a half later, so I start seeing the product here in Florida. But most of the time, everyone that gets in California, you get the big crowd of people that want the figure, so they're easily able to sell everything off first before it even gets to me.
I see your
so
point.
it's like by the time figures get to me, everyone's already bought what they want.
This is an Amazon exclusive 2-pack, so I'm assuming the distribution may be a little bit more equal spread on this one because it's all from the same distribution centers, right? I assume so. Maybe.
Yeah, and with it being an Amazon 2-pack, we know since it's an Amazon exclusive, they can actually discount that. So I may pick up later on some type of like Black Friday type deal.
Prime Day or something.
Yeah, that's a good thing with any type of just Amazon exclusive. They have the ability to discount their own products. The regular line, maybe not so much. Like after like a year or so, they might discount, but the Amazon exclusives, they can discount those. So I'll be waiting on that.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. Any more?
Captain America figures, both the Sam Wilson and the Hydra Cap, I'm debating on. I haven't come to a conclusion on that. Again, I've got a version of Falcon already, so but
the wings.
If you will have watched my video, Dan,
I did say I haven't seen it yet.
The new Avengers one, I talked about how pretty much this display that you see here, probably the top and bottom Avengers displays, are going to be moved to the top of my shelf when Giant Man comes in. I'm going to probably bid out a big cityscape scene through there. So a lot of that's probably going to get transferred over. So don't know. Got a year to decide. So we don't know when these things are being released. Probably the next like Target Con or something. So
well, the Captain America.
I have a question.
This goes up for pre-order this week, by the way. This Friday, this goes up for pre-order. So. There you go. That's the answer to that.
Yeah, only thing is with the Target ones is I got the Yondu exclusive and a couple of the other exclusives, I'm like, oh, these are going to be must ones, and then they just peg warmed in Target forever. So it's like I'll see if I find it in stores. I'm not going to jump on the pre-order.
Yeah. What were you saying, Alexi?
I have a question for Rush. I haven't had a chance to watch your videos yet either. Do you talk about how you do your backgrounds?
He does. He mentions it. He mentions it straight away. He mentions it straight away. That's what he acknowledges that people always ask about that, and he says it straight away.
Okay, because I was about to ask.
I also get the links to everything, so people can go and find where I get the background. So
yeah, he
awesome.
Does. Yeah, it'll be because that the comments would have been full of questions of like, what about the backgrounds if you didn't acknowledge that? So yeah, you did it. You acknowledge it straight away.
What was funny is that was actually one of the comments for that video. They're like, "Oh, I love your background."
They clearly didn't watch.
Like, I talked about it. I'm like, I talked about it in the video. Oh, I was so mesmerized by looking at everything. I wasn't listening.
On my reviews all the time. People ask me questions in the chat in the comments that I answer in the video, and it's like you're just admitting you haven't watched the video. Watch the fucking video and you'll find the answer. People are annoying.
And I will say this: every single last comment I will respond to. I am kind of like that.
Yeah, we are very, very kind, very kind. Right, let's go across to Jamie. Jamie, Spider, all the Marvel reveals. What are you saying?
Well, firstly, unlike the other two, Rush, I did watch both your videos.
See?
Just putting it out.
Thank you.
He's a good man. He's a good man.
The first thing to start with is the Spider-Man Wolverine.
Of course, because we've just seen you buy the 2-pack.
That literally made me buy the 2-pack, which I had. Fucking camera's awful.
It's fine. We know what it is.
I had no interest in at all before, but you know me, shit happens.
We knew what was coming, and there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
The Shield 3-pack, although I probably say now I won't buy it. Does anybody else think that Sharon looks like an evil Russian from like a James Bond movie?
Yeah, it's the makeup and the slick back hair.
A lot of vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a makeup choice and a slick back hair. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I can't even remember what it was. The Doctor Strange pack I probably won't get, but I have just ordered the Mary Jane one, so I say that now.
It is a very unique choice for Doctor Strange. Like he didn't look like this in the comics. This was very animated only look. So
yeah, that's true.
With the purple.
The other 2-pack, no interest in really. The Prowler, same, no real interest. I might get the Carnage because my Carnage is a piece of shit to stand.
Which one is it?
It's like one of the old Carnages. I haven't bought any new ones. So.
Okay, yeah. This is an upgrade to any of the old ones. This has got the sculpted details on rather than the flat ones.
As for the wave, I think the Dark Winter is definitely a must get for me because I actually read the Donny Cates stuff.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I'm going to give Red Widow some love. I know she doesn't get much love, but she looks cool.
Yeah, she's fine. She looks like what she's meant to. She ticks the boxes. It's just people are not familiar with the character. That's all it is. But the figure, pinless, looks like the figure from the comics. Tick, tick. It's fine. Yeah. People will come around to her.
I also like Essex Wolfsbane as well.
Essex Wolfsbane because she's very orange. So that's a very UK reference. Basically, all the women from Essex in the UK are basically all tangoed with fake tan. So that's what that is a reference to. And tango, hang on. I keep saying tangoed like the Americans know what it is. You just have tango, right?
I thought you were saying like tangerine and orange mixed together or something.
Okay. So tango, I'm an idiot. I assumed tango is a brand. So tango's like orange
soda.
Yeah, orange soda, but it's a brand called Tango. So it's like
when we were
so it's essentially Fanta.
We were watching Group 1 and you said that, and Amanda and I were making breakfast, and she was like, "What does that mean?" And I was like, "I don't know. I think it's a British thing."
Yeah, it's a British thing. It's Tango. So like, it's basically Fanta, but a different brand. It's orangeade Fanta. But
it's more tangy.
But the thing is, in the UK, they had a massive ad campaign that spread years, that you got tangoed. So if you were orange, you got tangoed. So that turned into just a phrase that you got tangoed.
It invited like happy slapping and things like that.
It's an ad campaign. It's not one of those ad campaigns that actually got a bit of buzz. So you got tangoed. So literally an orange guy, a guy like a giant Oompa Loompa dressed in complete orange would run up to people and slap the shit out of them and be like, "You got tangoed." It was ridiculous. I don't know. It's only it's the type of thing only 90s and 2000 ad campaigns. I need to find a tango advert to show you guys one day.
So you say you got tangoed. I'm thinking, what does this have to do with dancing?
Yeah, no, oh no, not that tangoed. Hang on, I need to look. Tango advert, right? That's surely the tango advert.
The thing is when they got slapped around the face, they did like a sour look on their face, didn't they? Like,
right, this is I don't even know if I get demonetized for showing this. Rich is going to go mad at me because he always tells me not to do stuff like this. Right, this is a banned advert from the UK about being tangoed. All right, the tango is the orange man in the advert. Okay, so I'll mute it. Make sure. So they're all just drinking their tango, having a great time, enjoying life. Delicious. Oh, what's it? They're rewinding it to show you the instant replay of his delicious moment. But then look at this: a guy wearing orange comes up, chases him. Oh my god! What's this? Slaps the shit out of him and runs away. He just got tangoed. Instant replay. Fat orange guy runs around. No one else seen him. He was drinking his orange drink. Taps on the shoulder. Oh, what's going on here? Slap in the face. You just got tangoed. That is the advert, and that's the type of advertising we have in the UK, people. All right, now that probably got me demonetized, but it was worth it. Right now, you know. Now you know what I mean when I say you got tangoed. It means you got slapped in the face by an orange Oompa Loompa, and you are. It's ridiculous. Anyway, we move on.
You almost look like a human version of Chester Cheetah or something.
Let's reel it back into toys. Let's reel it back to toys. Jamie, bring me back. Bring me back. Sorry, bring me back. Oh, hang on. I need to get my things back up. There you go.
I also like Cable.
Thank you. And such a smooth transition. I love it. Legends of Liquor. Legends of Liquor at its finest.
I could be completely wrong here, and I think I probably am. Is that a harness not reused from the Colossus? The AOA Colossus?
No. Cable won't be as big as that, and also the Colossus isn't two straps.
The straps curl under his ab crunch.
It's definitely new. It's all new. It's all new. The cable is new, for sure.
Yeah, I like the stuff.
You like the stuff, great. That is the type of stuff they put on the top of movie posters.
Oh, you just got tango, Dan. Who likes it?
Not quite how we use it, but I appreciate the attempt.
Did I get it? No?
Damn it. Right, let's go down to David's underneath Jamie. So Dave, are you buying any of these legends? Do you like the look of any of these legends that were revealed this week?
Oh, I'm following the TV. Sorry. Yeah, they all look pretty good. I'll probably just play it by ear as far as like which ones I'll potentially get. I haven't I'm not gonna get any of the pre-orders. I'll probably be like Rush and not do the pre-order and just wait and see what happens either online or in stores. So.
Yeah. Any favourites here that you will eventually get for sure?
I would say definitely Kazar. I did have the old one, which I bought loose, but I sold him earlier last year.
Did you just have the old Kazar, not the trio from the free pack?
Yeah, it was just Kazar himself. I didn't have Sabu or Shauna.
Yeah, it's an upgrade anyway. So probably
yeah. This one looks better. Cable, maybe. I previously I sold whatever Cable Forge and the other futuristic guy. What's his name?
Cable Forge and over future Bishop.
Bishop, yeah. I had all three of them previously, but I sold them previously for financial reasons, and that Cable looks like a good possible replacement. And I'd like to get Forge and Bishop again. I just haven't gotten around to it, but the other figures look pretty good. I'll just besides the core X-Men characters, most of the other spin-off X groups I really never got into. I don't hate them, I just never really got into them. So,
that's
but yeah, Red Widow does look cool, so I agree with Jamie on that. Maybe give her some consideration.
Yeah, she looks like the character. She's good.
Yeah.
It's just that they've kept talking about her for ages. That's people are just fed up of seeing her. That's all it is.
Yeah. That Prowler looks cool too. I have the other one, and I didn't have him on display. He's in a bag in my other room, but maybe consider replacing him when that one comes out. So.
Yeah, very nice. Sorry, I'm just clicking buttons on my end as well. All right, good stuff. Let me go across to Craig then. Craig, my friend, your thoughts on the Legends reveals?
Right, I'll start from the beginning. I will be getting the Morbius and Doctor Strange pack. I have all the VHS ones apart from the Green Goblin and Mary Jane and the Carnage and Black Spider-Man.
Do you not want the Mary Jane?
I do want the Mary Jane and I want the Black Spider-Man, but I don't want the other two. And I just think the packs are a bit too pricey for me to pick up just for the one figure.
Yeah.
You could definitely sell the Goblin though.
Yeah, I probably would. But
Carnage might be a hard sell.
I'm not really one for buying figs, and then I can't be bothered with the selling.
That's fair. No, that's completely fair as well. I've got a lot of stuff upstairs that I plan to I'll buy this to sell this, and then it's still upstairs.
Never end up doing it.
Yeah.
I've always wanted a Morbius on the shelf, and obviously I've just bought the NECA Street die. That's going to be my Spider-Man / Street sort of big display in the back.
Yeah.
So, but when I look at my Spider-Man display, most of it is the animated Spider stuff. So it's like the Doc Ock and all the retro carded ones.
Yeah.
So I'll be definitely buying them. I was ecstatic when we got a Prowler revealed because I've always wanted the Prowler, but I didn't. I had a feeling we would get another one released eventually, and we did. So I was happy with that. So he will go into the Spider-Man display as well.
Nice upgrade too.
Doctor Strange will happily go in with them as well because my other Doctor Strange is in the Avengers, so that'd be great. And then Shield 3-pack, yes, I definitely want it. It'd be interesting to see what accessories it comes with. I'm hoping we get Nick Fury with a few head swaps, like maybe the original Howling Commando's head, as well as the other one, and just all three of versions of Nick Fury's head would be great. Sharon Carter, yeah, she's all right. I want her for the collection, but it's them school shoes that kind of put me off a little bit. But I think she'll be all right if she's coming on the Black Widow body. She'll look great and pose great. And then Dum Dum Dugan looks brilliant. Absolutely love that figure. So it looks like at this point I'll be doing a Captain America shelf. Because,
like a Shield / Captain America type vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zemo and the other guy, I can't think of his name.
Zola.
Yeah, that's it. Zola, Zemo and Zola pack. Yeah, I'll be in on that because I missed out on the Zola first release.
There he is in the comics. It's a pretty good version of him, to be fair.
And I do like that Zemo. I've got the very first Zemo we got. The one that was with the sword and had like the whole.
Yeah, it's like Thunderbolt's version of Zemo. One. Yeah.
Sorry, but I haven't got the new one we had in the Villains Wave, so I might go back and get him and swap him out because I'll have one in the Avengers display, and then I'd have the, as we say, Daddy Zemo. He will go in the Captain America display.
Makes it sound like a bunch of perverts, doesn't it? Like Daddy Zemo. Like, what are we talking about?
I was thinking more Peppa
Pig. What was after that? I'm trying to think what else. Oh, the two Captain Americas I want, but Dan has just made me cry because he said we might not get them in the UK.
Yeah, so, they're going to be because they're tied to the Captain America movie, and the Captain America movie was cancelled. It means everything associated with that movie was also cancelled for us in the UK. So those two, we may get lucky, and a few may slip through the cracks.
Hopefully some all important,
a few may slip through the cracks.
Well, not cancelled,
I'm looking at you,
postponed.
Yes, postponed. Yes,
postponed. But I wanted both of them caps, but like I say, it depends on how easy they are to get them, because I missed out on Sam Wilson cap, and I've got Booker, and I've got Captain America, and just a Sam on there. You have all three of them.
Well, I think with help with the great community we have here, we will be able to track these down, Craig. Don't you worry.
And I'm trying to think what the Wolverine and Spider-Man pack I'm obviously getting, because it's got Wolverine in a version of Wolverine. Not a version I'm really familiar with. But I would have liked if we got like maybe if they brought Ghost Rider and Joe Fixit into the picture, that Fantastic Four, because I always liked the look of them four together when they were in the comics. Carnage, the only thing about Carnage is I'm interested in the weapons on his hands, and that's about it. I've got a Carnage on the shelf and he looks great. So it all depends if he comes in a sale at one point, maybe.
New weapon and new weapons and new head. That's essentially what this is Carnage.
I'm trying to think. And then I'm on the Wave, and I'm on
the Wave.
The Wave, it was one of them. I was going to pick and choose, but I really wanted the back. So I found out it was cheaper to get the whole Wave. So I just pre-ordered the whole Wave and on in demand because it was cheaper. I'll probably send my Red Widow to Rich just so he can have the joys of having
displaying it with his Crystar,
yeah. If he ever gets a Crystar, I'll send both of them. Why not? I love Kazar. I love like the Savage Land. My introduction to the Savage Lands was through the X-Men cartoon
season 2.
I loved that storyline. So I am hoping, now we've seen quite a lot of Savage Land stuff and X Factor stuff, we might get the Nasty Boys hopefully soon. Some of them.
The Nasty Boys is a team that Dwight has mentioned by name several times, so I'm sure it's on their radar. But when we get it is who knows.
Just put me in
and with all the Savage Land talk, I seriously think we're going to get a Sauron release as like a deluxe.
Oh, you can see that. It's a popular builder figure as well, to be fair, isn't it? So,
and that's one I've not gotten either, so I can
see that. After a couple of years, those builder figure re-releases are fair game, and Sauron's
Wolfsbane, I like her, don't get me wrong, but I just wish we got an angry looking head like that. Like,
look how orange she is on that cover.
Yeah, I know, she looks like Essex tanned. Look,
she has got tangoed on that X Factor cover, and that's from
Vogue.
And that's from an actual comic. Is that, Craig?
That's the 75th comic of the X Factor. So yeah. Hang on, I've got Cheeto dust on it.
Oh, is that what it is? Explain, yeah.
But I wish we got a vicious, angry head rather than she looks like she's about to bake your cookies, not like rip your head off, basically.
I don't mind that. I like cookies.
But even if they just give us an extra head, that would have been all right.
To be fair, she looks pretty angry to be baking cookies. To be fair, like what's going on? Are the cookies burnt? Is she not happy about it? Something's happened.
She forgot to use oven mitts.
There you go. That would explain that. That would explain it.
That's why the hands are like that.
Yeah.
Who else? Red. I mentioned Red Widow. The blue. Is it Blue Winter or
Blue Winter? Yeah, that's his name. Blue Winter.
Yeah. He looks pretty cool. So it just depends when I get him in hand whether I like him or not.
Blue Winter was one of those characters I never thought they'd do. So to see him, very surprised.
It was one of them we was all saying, "Oh yeah, it might be a Thor," and it was just like, But then when it was a surprise in the Wave, I'd say Cable. I'm definitely getting I'm going to keep Cable. I like that blue and gold look as well. I think the first time I seen him in that was in Legion Quest. I think he was in that outfit, wasn't he, in Legion Quest? Someone will probably correct me. So yeah, I like that look. I think the fact that he's all new as well, by the looks of it, or mostly new, I like that. My cable, my 90s cable, just as this was revealed, the next day he took a dive off the shelf and his foot snapped, the foot peg snapped, and I was really annoyed because must have cost me nearly 80 quid for it. And he was one of the first ones I brought because I was backtracking at the time.
Can you glue it back on at least so he can stand?
I've glued I couldn't mend it properly because the peg was I was looking for one that would match, but I couldn't find a foot that would match in my collection to swap out. So I just glued his foot for now, and he stands fine. So as long as he stays standing, that's fine. But this one would look nice. I think I'd put him with my blue and gold team at the top. I think he'd look nice, just stood at the side of him or something.
Very nice. Well, okay, to wrap us up then, Craig, to wrap us up, give us your top 3 in the wave, because we need to race some ducks. I've just heard Amanda walk through the door, you see.
Top 3.
Top 3.
I'd say it's Cable, Icarus, and got to be Kaiser.
Yeah.
For me, Kaiser.
I thought you said Blue Winter.
Oh, yeah, Blue Winter's great. I'm joking. But yeah, it's definitely them 3 for me in that way.
All right, good stuff, people. Good stuff. All right. I just heard Amanda walk through the door, so it's time.
She's got the wedding ring in hand.
Oh, shit. Shit. Fuck. Fuck. Okay, I'm not leaving this room now. Right. Let's race some ducks then. Well, we were going to race some ducks, but it is the Duck Racing League. But the commissioner has asked us to do something a little bit different for today. So remind the people, the Quack Commissioner, what are we doing today to gain some points for this Duck Championship?
It wasn't me, it was the RSPCA. They said these ducks have been working too fucking hard. Okay. So it is a toy channel, so let's get the toys racing.
Okay, so today, if you are a channel member, we're going to race some toys. But it's the same duck racing rules. You still gain some points for the duck racing leaderboard, which, again, I did update as promised for today. So let me just jump to that real quick to show you. All right, that's those guys. But let me... yeah.
Also, Big Will has asked to have a one-on-one match with the Undertaker.
maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I do like that gimmick. I'm just afraid that no one gets that gimmick. That's all. Oh, where's my half and half screen gone? Oh, it's because it's there. What an idiot. Right. There it is. That is your current leaderboard for the Duck Race Championship, all right? So you're aiming for points. So the points will continue as 10 points first place, second place 6 points, third place 4 points, fourth place 2 points, fifth place 1 point. Jamie, does the last place get bonus points? What are we doing?
I think that they should get -1 point rather than -3. Let's not be that harsh.
Okay, that's fair. All right, last place gets -1 points. Hopefully it's not Tanner, as currently he is the only person on minus points. Look at that. Tanner, -3 points. But it did get him on the board, to be fair. If Tanner didn't get -3 points, he wouldn't even have been on the board. So he did sneak his way on there. But yeah, Little Leaf Creation, shout out Pete. He is the one to beat at the minute. So let me just jump back to these guys while I get this table ready. So remember, if you are a channel member at any tier, you are in. It's as simple as that. You don't have to do anything. You don't even have to be here. You will be in on this race. So I'm adding names to the board right now for my channel members. Adding them now. So hopefully, if you're on the replay crew, you can enjoy this, knowing you didn't miss out racing. Not ducks today. We're racing some toys today.
Okay. Greg just pointed something out that would be quite cool as well. If whoever wins has a rubber duck as the winner, they get double points.
Oh, hang on. I've just realised that I can't race the toys, Jamie, because the list doesn't let it go big enough.
Right, okay, let's do...
No, I think anything apart from ducks. Ducks lets me go to 1,000 people.
What you should do is really mess with people. Instead of doing the top 5, you should do the last 5. That way, everyone's watching the winners. Like, oh nope, not you. Plus, who lost?
That I do. 1 week we're going to mix it up for sure.
Let's do what Rush said. Let's do that this week. Just because it won't work.
All right, hang on. Right, let me set that. Let me refresh this table. Right, we're racing ducks. Right, we wanted to race toys to mix it up, but we're playing within a certain set of rules, I'm afraid. So I don't want to let anyone miss out just for our stupid gimmick. All right, so we're going to keep it fair game and race some ducks. Let me go full screen. Right, so I like the mixing it up idea, but we're still early on in the season, so.
Let's have a traditional race.
Yeah,
we haven't had one yet.
Yeah, we're raced traditionally, but I'll do top 10 places again. All right, so top play 10 points, 9 points, 8 points, 7 points, etc., etc. Yeah, so top 10 places will get points, and let's see if we can add some more names to the leaderboard. All right, so shuffling 3 times, 1, 2, and 3. If you are a channel member, you were already in. The current champion is in the chat. His name is Greg Finstad. He is a mystery man. No one knows what he's talking about, if he's real or not, but he's in the chat, I promise you. Greg Finstad. Greg Finstad, I've just got one little message for you before we race some ducks, all right? One little message for you. He's coming for you, Greg. He's coming for you, whether you like it or not. He's going to find out your address, and he's going to turn up at your door. He's going to haunt your dreams, check under your pillow. He's coming for you, Greg. All right. Just wanted to get that out there, just to make sure he knew. Right. Good luck, everybody. We're going to race some ducks. Top 10 places will get some points on the board today. Little Leaf Creations is our current leader, the one to beat. 3, 2, 1, and they're off. Good luck to everybody. Right, starting off strong. Who we got? Home Dude starting off strong with the pink duck at top. But then we got a clown duck making some moves in the middle of the park, going past Literal Action Figs to take the first spot. But I can't see their name. I don't know who it is. Who is the mystery clown duck? I think it was Ray Ortiz. Down at the bottom, we got Displayed Once, our good friend Rich M next to Gentle Tuna, next to, who's that, Moss? The Mighty Moss, Greg. Another Home Dude still standing strong in the middle. Damien Ristori, he was a big competitor of season 1 of the Duck Racing League. He is up top now in the red. We got Jay-Z Shaw as well with the Duck. Justin Collects, who's not very well at the minute. He was meant to join us today for the stream, but he has come down with a little bit of COVID, so hopefully his Duck can win in some points today. Gahoobery J, we got Matt up top with the green sort of diseased duck. Jarhead, Figures and Vinyl, Kevin, who we got? Arvin's in the middle of the park. Cute Cool. Rich is still racing down here with Chris down at the bottom as well. 1-6 Shooter is coming up now behind Rich with the purple duck. Christy Reed, which is the better half of Christopher Allen, is down at the bottom as well. Craig's Nostalgic Collection, he's in the race down there, that pink duck, racing it with a Hero Collection. But up top is Jarhead, Eddie Rodriguez, the Infamous Collectors, the Mighty Moss Greg, Chi Chi Collects is also there, Jason Lopez. I have not yet seen Little Leaf Creations, but I still see Jamie. And Jamie, you're in the middle of the park, mate. You're smack bang in the middle behind Doom Customs. Derek Jackson is second place. Derek Jackson's already got some points on the board, and he's currently in the middle of the park. Pixels on Plastic. Now, last week his missus won, Queen V, but can Pixels on Plastic do it? I can see California Red Devil. He knows how to win a duck race. He is now at the park, but Paul McCartney was strong with the little hat on, but Paul McCartney could not win it, and instead, Eddie Rodriguez has won 10 points on the board today. But remember, it's top 10 places are getting some points on the board. There was a lot of names I didn't see this week, but there was a lot of ducks on the board as well. So let's have a look at this leaderboard then. Who finished in the top 10? I'm going to scroll right to the bottom and copy the results to make sure I don't lose them first and foremost, okay? So I'm just going to put these on my screen so I have not, no matter what button I press now.
Looks like Tanner's up there.
Okay, so there's your photo finish. I now have the top 10 in front of me, and I can confirm that Super Turk did make the top 10, all right? So let's go through this, all right? Let's see what happened. Woo! So top 10 is Eddie Rodriguez in first place, Keith T in second place, Daniel S in third place, but top 10 get points. Fourth place is California Red Devil. Fifth place is JC Shaw. And then underneath that, we've got sixth place is George W. And then Christy did finish in the top 10. She's 7th place. So hopefully she's watching over the shoulder of Christopher Allen. She likes a duck race. She's in 7th place. Just behind her is Super Turk 5000. So he got -3 points last week because he went one-on-one with the Undertaker. Did not win. So he now gains what? 2 points, so he's now a -1 point. So he's creeping his way out of those minuses. And then Doom Customs finishes us off Oh no, 9 points for. Oh, maybe he goes back to 0 actually. If he finished in 8th, yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think he would.
Yeah, he goes back to 0. Okay, so Tanner's back on an even playing field. Doing customs with ninth position with 2 points, and then 1 point for Jelly Figs. And then just to scroll, can you see your name? Can you see your name? Because I'm scrolling. I wish I could show it in bigger screen, but unfortunately that's the way I have to show it. But I have all the results in front of me. I could post it all in the chat, but I don't think it would actually let me. Let me try. I've literally got literally every position. Do you want to know who finished dead last?
Compulsive Collector.
Yeah, it was Compulsive Collector. I'm sorry, John. I'm sorry, John. But yes, you will get -1 point. -1 point. Let's go down back to the bottom again. There it is. Compulsive Collector. John, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. -1 point for Compulsive Collector. But we do need to pick someone to go one-on-one with the Undertaker, because I like this gimmick and I don't care if no one gets it. So if you are in the chat right now and you would like to gamble for basically you can win an extra point. You're only playing for 1 extra point, all right? Because we've got to try and keep it fair. But to make it a gamble, if you lose to the Undertaker, you will lose 3 points like Tanner did last year. So the Undertaker so far is on a winning streak with 1 race. So if you want to go one-on-one with the Undertaker, put a duck emoji in the chat right now and the commissioner will pick a name, okay? So put a duck emoji in the chat right now. I guess this is the advantage of being here live, is you have the opportunity to go one-on-one with the Undertaker and win an extra point, all right? But Jamie, the duck commissioner, quack commissioner, will pick a name. But you've got to put a duck emoji in the chat.
You also have to be a channel member, because otherwise there's no point.
Of course, yes, that is very true. So your name has to have the little question mark next to it, so we know you're a channel member. It's as simple as that. But that's very easy to spot in the chat anyway. Thankfully, this community is a great community, and a lot of people in the chat are channel members, showing love to the channel. So we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Tanner's like, rematch needed. Look, Tanner, you've already had your opportunity with the Undertaker. You're going to have to take a back seat for a little bit. Not saying you won't race him again. I'm just saying for the time being, you need to race the duck.
So I'm going to go with Pixels and Plastic, and there is a reason, because he did hit me up first last time.
Oh, okay. So Big Will. So Lady V won 10 points on the leaderboard last week, and that is his better half. So I think Will just wants to get some points on the board, and he has an opportunity here against the Undertaker to gain a point. Right, let me just save my list to make sure I don't lose it. And then I'll go back to my beginning here. So it was only a 10-second race, wasn't it? Right,
yes, it was.
10 seconds. All right, edit list. So we go The Undertaker versus Pixels and Plastic, who is a big wrestling fan, so I'm sure that's a gimmick he'll appreciate. So this is for 1 bonus point. But if you lose it, Big Will, if you lose it, you will lose 3 points, just like Tanner did last week, sorry. So there you go. One-on-one with the Undertaker. Good luck to you. 10-second race. Let's go. We're racing some ducks. So the Undertaker, so far, is undefeated. And he's taken the lead here, which makes me wink. Will come out and take it from him. So we have our first winner of the Undertaker race, and Big Will gains himself an extra point on the leaderboard. So that week it was worth the gamble. The Undertaker had no chance, to be fair. Undertaker did not expect that burst of speed from Big Will at the very end there. So Big Will, I'll put you down for an extra bonus point. Undertaker, you've got a terrible streak, mate. Your streak lasted 1 week. That doesn't even count as a streak. It's not even a bloody streak. Right, Big Will 1 point. Big Will 1 point. Done. Okay, there you go. So I don't think any of the winners today affected the leaderboard, or maybe they did. I don't know. I will add them and we will find out next week. Now I have a leaderboard. There's no excuse for me not to update it each week. All right. So there we have it. So Legend of the Liquor. The next Legend of the Liquor will be the first one in March. The next Legend of the Liquor will technically be the 10th of March. All right, 2 weeks from now, we're going back to our 2-week schedule. That should give us plenty of time to get some new toys to talk about, and hopefully there's a bit of toy news in there as well. But to see us out, let's go around the board and let's tell that these people can tell you where you can find them on the World Wide Web. Alexi?
Yeah, am I muted?
No, you're there. Nope. We can hear you.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram and in the YouTube comments all over. My name is Ya Boys Got Toys.
There you go. There you go. Easy. And then Rush, whose YouTube channel is pinned right now to the live chat. All right, so no excuse not to know where it is. It is in the live chat, and it will be for the replay crew as well. All right, so Rush, you tell the good people where they can find you online.
On social media, I'm everywhere as collecting_rush, and now on my YouTube channel as just collecting_rush. So just collecting rush.
Easy to find. Again, linked in the chat right now. The Quack Commissioner, where can they
Video
find
2
you?
up, video 3 will be next week.
There you go. And we already know what it is. You give it away on the channel. So if you're watching, paying attention, you know.
So you can find me at JMG Toys on Instagram, and I think, Dan, we should come up with a board of directors for these duck races. So that we can have some fresh ideas flowing.
Okay. Well, you're the commissioner, so anything goes. Whatever you need, I'll make it happen. Underneath you, Northern Nomad, the sucker. He joined us in the flesh, showed off his collection. It was great to have you, Dave. Tell the good people where they can find you lurking online. Probably in YouTube live stream chats, telling people they're suckers or asking for emotional damage, right?
Besides that, yeah. Otherwise, my real name is out on Instagram. David Evans 7357.
There we go. We know him as Northern Nomad around here. And then next to him, of course, he arrived late, but it's fine. We forgive him. It's fine. That's his gimmick at this point. I think he's there on time, but he purposely comes in late just because it's his gimmick. But we love him for it. It's Craig, Nostalgic Collection.
I sit here and I think, what's the point? Might as well wait another 10.
Look, tell them where they can find you online.
You can find me on Instagram at Craig's.nostalgic.collection. Dan always forgets the dots. You know.
I never forget the dots.
I always forget the it's on yours, so it's all right. We're even. And I dropped a few photos and that. I think it was Tuesday on when we had the reveals and that as well. I am building the display, so hopefully I'll be doing some reels of that. It's slowly getting there. I'm painting a lot of stuff and it's all coming together. A lot of background.
It's not a sprint, is it? It's a marathon. These displays are forever building and changing. Will you do reels of this new wave when we get it in hand? I'm very much looking forward to the reveal of Blue Winter.
Oh yeah, definitely. Blue Winter's getting one up there.
Yeah, good.
I know it's wrong, and I know you're taking the piss. All right, Dad.
I know you know as
you
well.
Make it out like I don't know. I said it wrong. I know I did. Just going along with it.
I know that as well. It's just called a running joke. That's all it is. It's just a running joke. I knew you clocked on.
Alexia and Russia looking at me like. He just realised.
I knew you clocked on. I knew you clocked on. I thought you were leaning into it with me. I thought you were there with me. That was all it was. I thought never mind. Look,
power to Blue Winter. Yeah.
Look, there you go. The chat appreciate it. It's called a running
Please
joke.
Please don't send me Blue Winters. Send Red Widows to Rich instead. Rich loves the figures that he don't like.
Right, we appreciate you all. Thank you very much to everyone in Group 1 and Group 2. And see, even though we had smaller groups today, we've still managed to talk toys for way longer than we should. To be fair, Amanda wasn't in, so I wasn't rushing, but she has turned up now, so I best get off the stream.
Lies.
She's here now. I can hear a dog squeaking, so I need to go and see Teddy. Right, I'm going. Legend Liquor will be next, the 10th. The next Legend Liquor will be the 10th of March. Remember, if you're a channel member, you can be a part of that. It's so simple. Just be a part of the members club. Support the channel, be on the channel. And then this Thursday, instead of the regular usual format for Thursday, I will be recapping with Tom and Mark all of the Joes with the Joes and Juice crew on Thursday. So regular time, regular place for the live streaming on a Thursday afternoon.
Will you be doing an extra after that?
Yes, of course I will. There will be an extra as well to talk Joes and Juice. So regular format on Thursday, but instead of Rich, you'll see the Joes and Juice crew. Rich has got the day off. He'll be off drinking vodka somewhere. I have no doubts about it. He worked hardest working super producer in the business. Right, let's give him a wave, people. I'll play the intro to see us out, and we will see you on the 10th of March for the next Legend Liquor. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye now. Goodbye.
So I just looked. We're